Yo, what's up, everyone? This is episode 80 of the Blurred Podcast. As always, we have Green Tuner,
Hello.
Greencast,
Hello.
Dark Side,
Hello.
and myself, the Ed Underground. Baby, how you doing?
All right, you just fucked it up, Ed. Like, literally, we were supposed to do a synchronized hello, and of course, you had to be the asshole to mess it up.
Hey,
Jeez.
you're welcome.
Oh, God.
Not only can you not read, you can't even
I can
follow
definitely read.
a simple plan.
No,
I can
Ed,
definitely read.
you cannot
I
read.
am the plan. I am the plan.
Plan B, that's what you are.
Plan B, that's what you
No,
were.
I
Yeah.
am the plan.
I think
You walk right into that.
Yeah, I
I
think
am
you're
the
literally
plan.
just flowing. Plan B is just flowing through your system. I tried to get rid of you, but hey, you know what? I'm not gonna lie.
He adapted.
He adapted.
He was fighting that coat hanger.
He overcame.
He's
That's
resilient. He is
highly
resilient.
disturbing.
He his favorite game now is football, or as America calls it, soccer. I mean, gave it a couple good college kicks and it just didn't work out. So, but here you
Makes
are.
no sense because I'm the father. But go on.
Whatever you say, hey, denial's a
What I
bitch.
say.
But yeah, so hey, how's it going, everybody? How you guys doing?
It's going well.
All right, doing good.
Good. That's good to hear.
That
Yeah. So Ed Underground, I want to say congratulations,
man.
welcome back. You just started streaming again.
well, I've been streaming. I just been busy.
No, you haven't been streaming. As one of your number one fans,
No.
on your podcast or on your stream.
Well, Daddy's proud. Go on.
Yeah, of course I'm proud of you. That's why I'm the
I'm
number
Daddy.
one fan. You know, I have the little finger thing with the little finger sign, like number one dad. You know, blah blah blah. You know, hey, that's what I am.
He's a good dad. He's a good dad.
I'm the dad. But go on.
So,
In honor of Ed being back, I put something in our little group chat. Can
Group
you
chat?
read that really quick? In the little group chat that we have here.
Yeah,
in
just hit the chat button
Zoom.
there.
on Zoom,
Yeah,
the
just-
Zoom chat. Can you read
Can
that?
you
go ahead, read
just
it.
quickly? Can you read it right now?
No, we need.
Yeah,
You
you
might
can read
just
it.
read
Go
it.
ahead.
Start reading it.
Yep.
You
Start
can
reading
read it. Go ahead.
Can you read it?
No, just why can't you read it?
I think he's getting. I think he's
Yeah,
getting
this is when I
sweaty
turned to
again.
something else, like always.
I think
Take
he's
your
getting
time, Ed
sweaty.
Underground.
What?
Are you seeing what I typed in there? Is nothing bad. There's no swear
No,
words
it's
or
nothing
anything
bad.
like that.
I know so no
Exactly.
swear
So
words.
can you read it?
You can read it for me. Go ahead.
Of
Well,
course,
what's wrong with reading what I just typed in there?
Odd. He seems
Read it
really-
out loud for
It
us.
seems a little weird that he's having such a
Yeah.
hard time reading this.
Why
No,
are
I'm
you
not hard
refusing
time
to
reading
read
it. I
this?
can read it loud and clear.
Okay, so read it. Read what I just typed in
You
there.
read it for me. Go on.
No, why do you refuse to read it? Can you just
Because I
tell
want to
me
hear
why
you say
refuse-
it. To see if you
Just
say it correctly.
Read it right
No,
now.
go ahead. Read it. Go ahead.
Ed, if I read it, then you're gonna basically mimic me, which is what I'm trying
No,
not.
I'm not that. I want to see if
do.
you say it correctly.
So just
All right, with-
take off your headphones and I'll read it.
No, I can wear my headphones.
Oh, exactly. See, that's what I mean.
Yeah, he's gonna
He's
mimic
trying
you.
to
No,
weasel
I
it
just
in.
wanna- I
now-
want to
now-
see if you say
now-
this correctly. Go
Okay,
on.
now I'm looking at a sentence here in English. Not very complicated. I'd
Yes.
say first grader could grasp this. I believe
Mhm.
there is some punctuation involved in this.
Yep.
Not too complex. There is possibly a foreign word in here, but phonetically you could sound it out.
What is that foreign
Mhm.
word?
What the word that I'm looking at? We can all look at it if you hit chat.
say
there.
it
Yeah,
out
we all know
loud.
which word it is.
I'm looking
Now-
at it.
Read it out loud.
Right. So
Ed,
the
why
Green,
you-
Green Tuners typed it into the chat and asked Ed Underground to read this English sentence. Very simple.
Very short
thing.
sentence.
Very
Yes, it
short.
is.
Very short.
Yeah,
Seem to have some trouble here. I'm not sure.
he's
Mhm. What?
sweating.
Up
He's sweating again.
Well,
He's
Just-
sweating. He
Tuner-
doesn't
Green
want to
Tuner
falter
can read it
again.
out loud.
He doesn't.
Go on.
He doesn't want to falter again. I'll read it in
Okay.
the spirit of
Green
Ed
guys-
Underground.
No. Let
Fine.
Green Tuner read it.
No,
I'm gonna
I'll
hear
Why?
read it.
what you're-
I'm the one that typed out the sentence.
But I want to hear you pronounce it.
Why do you refuse to read it?
Because I already read it before.
Okay, I'll read it, but by me reading it, it means that I am better than you at reading these small sentences. Do we agree to that?
I think that you
I don't
are the
agree to
champion.
that.
I
But
think
go on,
you
you
will be.
read it.
Well, if I read it, then
Well-
that's what it means.
No, I just want to hear you pronounce the name.
Well, then you have the opportunity to read it. Then.
Oh, the name is fine. That nobody gave you gripe about the name.
What's the name?
Nobody was
What's the
criticizing
name?
the fact that you
Just say,
mispronounced.
What's the
just say,
name?
I
just
don't
say
even
the
know if you
name.
mispronounced it.
What's the name?
Hisako.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dark Side.
Hisako.
Read it.
Just say the
What?
name.
The
Say the
name?
Yeah, say the name.
Hisako?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hisako.
Nobody was giving you a hard time about the name.
That's fine.
Just read the full sentence.
You read it.
Now,
Very
okay, why are
odd.
you
Very
refusing
odd.
to read this? Can you just let me know?
He is scared. He is scared.
Oh
Okay.
no, I'm not scared.
You guys are not
No.
going to be continuing to waste my time on this podcast.
Never
Ed
scared.
Underground is scared to read this. He's scared to read the sentence
False.
mainly because
Why is
as
he
his-
scared to read the sentence?
Well,
let me
I'ma tell you.
let me scan this for N words or
Not scared.
any kind of
Well, let's read
cancelable
it out
phrases
for
here.
whoever might be listening, so they all know what we're speaking of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna frame what happened.
Okay.
So the Ed Underground, as you know, his big return, for his like early afternoon streams. He hasn't streamed in a couple of weeks. He decided to actually
False.
stream this time.
Mhm.
So we were like, hey, this is awesome. We're big viewership. Everybody's there. He's playing Killer Instinct, KI.
Killer Eye.
I was like, I was
Killer
gonna
Eye.
say, yeah, Killer Eye.
Oh,
Yeah,
Killer Eye.
Mm.
Killer Eye.
Oh.
Yeah, this
Killer Eye is
deserve
what
the
the
whole
fans
name.
call
Oh,
it.
he
The
said
fans
it
call
wrong.
that.
This is so cool.
That's what true
Killer
fans
Eye.
call it.
Oh,
Killer
my
Eye.
goodness.
Yeah, Killer Eye. Everybody knows Killer Eye. So
Killer Eye, but-
Killer Instinct, whatever, is playing it, having a grand old time, and Green Tuner and myself are sitting there just cheering Ed on like good, responsible friends would do. So Green
Mhm.
Tuner
False.
was so excited about the new merch line that the Ed Underground had released in the past, and the Green Tuner had bought said item, or an item in the merch line, and has been awaiting his hoodie for the past few months. Now Ed has not
Wait
been
a
able
minute.
to
Well, hold on,
reproduce
hold
this
on.
hoodie.
Hold
so
on. I have not been
so
notified
now-
by Green Tuner that he has purchased anything from.
well, that's what the whole sentence was. He says,
Yeah.
and I quote, "When am I getting that sweet Hisako hoodie?"
Oh, I just thought
Very,
that was Green
very simple,
Tuner
very
just
simple
asking.
sentence. Very simple sentence.
Very simple.
I had turned my head away. I was actually working at the time and had Ed's stream in the background. What I heard completely broke my heart. I thought our poor Ed
I didn't
was
know he
having
had bought it.
was having a stroke on stream.
False.
And he was like, when am I when am I
Yeah, when that's what he kept saying.
Something about to rap.
So he said the first time. So I immediately dropped what I was doing. I was in the meeting. I said, "Fuck you guys! I gotta check on the Ed Underground. He's having a stroke." I go over to the
False.
stream, and guess what? Everything looks normal. He's playing KI. I see him squinting. He's trying to sound out the words. When am I? And he was having a really hard time. So he stops what he's doing. He actually reads the sentence, and then he actually get it right the second time. He says, "When am I getting that sweet Hisako hoodie?" We're like, "Oh," me and Green Tuner, we're like, "Oh, that's awesome." He was like, "Wait, Green Tuner, why'd you miss miswrite, or I forgot the exact
Yeah,
wording what he
he
said.
blamed it on
He
me.
blamed it on
saying
Green
that
Tuner.
I miswrote that
He
exact same
he said
sentence.
something like miswrote. He's like, "Why'd you miswrite that sentence?" I read the sentence over. I was like, "It sounds perfectly fine to me. I could read it in one shot. Green Tuner can read it in one shot. Everybody else could read it, but the Ed Underground." But he got it right the second time. So we're like, okay, crisis averted. 5 minutes go
Indeed.
by. Ed Underground gets into another match. Ed's rereading the chat again. He's reading the chat, going through perfect, reading everything perfectly. He gets to the dreaded sentence again. I'm sitting there minding my business. I get back in the work meeting. I said, "Guys, sorry, there was a crisis happening. My dear friend Ed was about to die. I thought he was gonna die. I thought he was having a stroke." So I'm like, "Guys, let's get back to business." Also, I hear when am I
seriously, this is exactly what he sounded like.
So I turned back again.
No.
I closed my laptop. I said, "Guys, I gotta take off the rest of the day." Ed Underground literally had another stroke again, reading that exact same sentence that the three of us just read perfectly. And I was kind of surprised because it's like, how do you read a sentence the first time, mess it up, read it the second time, get full understanding, reply to the comment, and then when you read it for the third time, you somehow have a stroke again. I don't know.
So let me ask you this question.
Sure.
Creamcast, you
Absolutely.
have recently gone on Twitch Live, correct?
Yes.
Was it yesterday?
No, I actually, yeah. No, I think it was on
Day before?
Tuesday?
Maybe before.
Monday?
Tuesday,
maybe
Monday?
on Monday. Maybe
I think it
Monday
was
and Tuesday.
Monday.
What a great stream that
it
was.
was.
That was pretty
record
cool.
numbers. Record numbers.
Yeah.
Highest stream any of us have had on this platform for sure. I mean,
That
literally
is
thousands of people
definitely
showed up.
false.
Ed, you got a pity rate, I believe.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I did raid you with thousands of people, so you're welcome. You're welcome.
Anyways,
Yeah, go ahead.
So when you were playing,
Yes.
I forgot the name of the game you're playing, but the game you're playing,
Mhm.
did you find it very easy, a breeze to read anything in the chat while you're playing the game?
Yes, absolutely.
So there wasn't one time in the stream that you had complained or said this is not easy or something like that.
No, I don't think Dark Side.
I
Tuner,
can't-
you go for
I
there.
was there. I was
No,
there for the whole
I
stream.
Yeah,
was
nothing.
there as well, and I can
No.
Okay,
recall.
so it's only when you're playing video games then that this happens. It kind of
well, it's
distracts your mind
So
at times.
this is why. This is why. Hold on, I'm speaking.
I wasn't there. I
Calm
wasn't
your
there.
turkey tits. I'm speaking.
I'm just
Calm
saying.
your
Oh.
turkey tits.
I was going to defend you, Ed. I was going to defend you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Really?
Okay. Now,
Doubtful.
please.
Doubtful.
I wasn't
Doubtful.
there. I wasn't
Doubtful.
there during this situation. But
Doubtful.
It's a medical emergency.
yeah, whatever happened here, which you know what, like, all right. Do you guys realize the effect playing Killer Instinct does to the brain?
Like I
that's
said.
Talk about CTE.
Like I
Have
said.
you seen what an
Yeah.
NFL player goes through?
Like I
That's
said.
true.
Wow.
Years of exposure
Like I said.
crumbles the brain. You know,
Like I
so
said.
I mean, this is not. I mean, you're now kicking a man while he's playing Killer Instinct here.
like
I mean,
I
that's
said.
this is an addiction. This is sad.
So, like I was saying,
I won't be a part of this. That's all I'm saying.
on Creamcast's stream,
Mhm.
I can highly recall you saying that it wasn't easy, and I can
Highly
highly
recall?
Highly.
Sure, highly recall. It happened. I know for a fact.
Sure, absolutely.
That I
Highly
also even
recall.
typed. I typed in the stream. Yeah, it isn't easy, isn't it, or something like that.
Oh, do you have any record of this?
You're solely saying that because your VODs aren't saved.
Oh,
But
so
I
wait.
did- I
So
did
there's
clip
no,
something.
there's no
There might
actual
be.
proof of that actually
There might
happening.
be because I
But I
did
have
clip it.
2 eyewitnesses who say
Mhm.
otherwise.
Oh, they're not gonna.
And then the person in question that you're, talking about, my stream, I don't remember saying that this was not
This
easy.
definitely
I said,
happened.
man, this is a breeze. While I'm streaming to thousands of
False.
people, it
False.
was probably one of the easiest things in my life. Like,
Ed, you don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to
Anyways,
defend
so I bring that up because going live playing a game that requires all of your focus.
okay.
Killer Instinct. Killer
Mhm.
Instinct
Any game.
Well,
In
specifically,
this
Killer
case, it was
Instinct.
Killer
Yeah.
Instinct, but any game.
Not any game.
So-
There has to be like chill games that you can like if you're playing The Sims, do you really
there's
need that
kill
much
games,
brain
but
power?
when a game that is a multiplayer game requires you to actually have focus, it kind of brings
All right.
you.
Okay. So
out
look,
of anything
there's
else.
no stressors on you right now. So can you read that sentence now that you're cool? We all read it. Are
When
you
am
able
I
to read
getting
this
that
sentence
sweet
right now?
Hisako hoodie?
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah,
Can you
because
read
I'm not
again,
playing the
please?
game right now. Why?
I mean,
Let's try it again, please.
I think
'cause I couldn't
Darkseid
hear you.
is.
Kind of talked
Are you
over me.
recording it to send it somewhere? Or
I think
something?
No,
Darkseid's
no.
onto something. I think. I mean,
False.
True.
I think he
False.
probably went on WebMD, said, "Hey,
False.
what causes video game strokes?" And of
False.
course, there's you can have like a epileptic seizure or something like that from
Mhm.
flashing lights.
False.
But
Mhm.
I think in probably in one of the footnotes, he probably saw CTE brain injuries from playing Killer Instinct.
False.
So Darkseid, I thank you for your research.
Is that why he always
um,
loses then?
I think he's actually undefeated, and so am I. So
I'm
False.
undefeated.
And
But you know what?
false.
I played it. I destroyed you, and I had to stop because I
Yeah,
knew the effects.
False and
Yeah.
The
false.
long
That's
term
true.
effects of Killer Instinct could be disastrous to your health.
False and
Mhm.
false.
Darkseid literally
You
went
retired
pro.
while you were on top.
Yeah, he went pro.
False and
Yeah.
false.
As soon as he got pro, he said, I can continue to inflict injury upon myself, or I can get out and save my brain so I can live a long and healthy life.
Mhm.
Darkseid, thank you for your service to the Killer Instinct fighting community. And you're a brave man. You're a brave man for bringing this light to this issue. Obviously the Ed Underground, he's way too deep into this. So
He's deep.
I mean, I do
I
as
do
his
go
father, as his father, I do donate his brain to science.
That's
When-
okay. We're good.
I mean, it's smooth. I mean, you need some like gloves for grip.
False.
Yeah, I couldn't even go.
Oh.
It's perfectly smooth.
Anyways, when you're playing a game that requires lots of focus, in this
Yes.
case, it was a
Right,
multiplayer game.
Mhm.
It can be difficult to go back and forth reading. Yeah. So
And you do pretty much read comments from your iPhone. So I am
Yeah,
surprised.
but you
iPhone,
were
what
reading
you
like
talking about?
much longer sentences during that. Like mine
Wait,
was so
comments from my
simple
iPhone?
and quick.
Yeah, don't you like read comments through your iPhone or something like that?
no,
How do you read your
What
What
comments?
do you read it through?
I read it through my computer on the other side of the screen. So
And,
my
and as your attorney, I urge you to stop talking right now.
so my TV, a 32-inch TV, is
Mhm.
right here.
Mm-hmm.
I have to physically turn around to look at my PC TV, which is a small monitor right here.
Your Honor, that's impossible. That's an impossible
So-
move to make.
Yeah, impossible.
So-
Flag on the play.
I'm playing a game here. Oh, boom, boom, combo. Oh, wait,
Right.
someone's speaking. Oh, okay. Let me take my focus from the
Mhm.
game to the PC. Oh, wait.
Mhm.
Oh, now I'm losing.
Okay.
Back here. Oh,
Okay,
back
Right.
whatever excuse makes you feel better, Ed.
Yeah, whatever. How were you able to read much longer sentences than mine without, tripping?
Don't answer that, Ed. Don't answer that.
I mean, while playing a game. playing a game?
Plead the fifth, Ed. Plead the fifth. Damn it.
No, wait. Are you
No,
talking about
during
playing
that
a
whole
game?
stream, we were
Look.
sending you a gang of messages, and they
Oh,
were
yeah,
much
so
longer than
when-
that one.
So when there are, let's say I'm done for Mac, then I go back and read everything. That's what I normally do.
I'm just curious of why you blamed Green Tuner. As soon as you started messing it up, you were like, Green Tuner, what the fuck, Green Tuner? Like, can't you spell? And we're all just
Not
like,
my words.
This is exactly what I've been
Not
saying.
my words.
The part of
Pretty
the brain,
much is what you said.
the part of the brain that computes Killer Instinct fighting moves also computes reading comprehension. Now you can't do both at once. He's only human.
Well,
So Ed's brain has to
by
shut one off
design-
and turn on the other. So when he's
by
moving,
design,
actually a
multitasking is actually
brilliant-
not a good thing to do.
it's a brilliant setup he has.
I
It's
got it.
basically
Even
The
though
head
we
moves.
multitask, it's not a good thing to do.
left side, Killer Instinct, right side, Twitch. It makes complete sense. You know what?
Mm.
Damn,
False.
That's his
You-
his whole
False.
left hemisphere is
False.
just dedicated to
Instinct.
Killer
False.
Instinct.
It's this is very similar.
Okay.
Driving. I'm not saying do this. Don't do it.
Oh, yeah, don't say something illegal, Ed. Don't say
Driving
You're
terrible
while
about to say
driving.
texting.
something you
Oh,
do.
Driving while
my
texting.
goodness.
Hey, I
but
said don't do it.
nobody does that.
You know you
Nobody
do it.
does that.
Oh, come on. We all have done before.
You know
I've
you
done
do
I
before.
have never
Driving
done
while texting, I've never done that.
Oh, come on.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I don't do that. I literally
I
put
mean,
my
that-
phone
all
in the
done
You're
at
trunk.
some
literally,
point.
yeah, that's not, yeah.
I put my
We've all
phone in
done
the
at some
trunk,
point.
and I lock it in the trunk. I tell
Mhm.
everybody when I'm call. I literally call everybody. I
Mhm.
go through the list and I send either I send a mass
As you
message
should.
or I call
Mhm.
every single
As
person in
you
my
should.
contact and say,
Mhm.
"Hey, I am
As you
driving.
should.
Do not call or text me
Mhm.
because I am that safe of a driver. And
Yes.
if I
True.
need to actually make a phone call, I will
Mhm.
Pull
abruptly
over.
stop in the middle of the road,
Mhm.
Yes.
pull over, and then take the phone call."
And put your hazards on.
Yep.
I personally
Yes.
trained a messenger pigeon, and I attach my phone to it and fly it home. So there's no way that I can answer that phone.
Wow.
Wow.
You,
Wow.
you take you take
Oh
your
wow, I
safety
was doing
and
smoke
others.
signals.
Wow.
That's some
Mhm.
pretty.
Well, your
pretty
car
good.
is smoking. That's why.
Oh, is that a slight against Cyan? Dark side?
Hey, what the hell?
Sure.
The smoke signals? Why you're trying to make
Yeah, what is
fun of
that?
the Indians?
Why? Yeah. What are you,
What are
what
you
are
trying
you
to do?
trying to say?
Sure. I guess.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What do you mean? What do you mean Indians? At
Yeah.
Underground?
What do you mean?
Why'd you say it that way?
Why'd you say you?
You know,
people,
there's no
Ed?
J in Indians, right?
What?
What?
You never heard of that one?
What
No.
did
The
you
old-timey
say
books.
at Underground?
No.
Oh my goodness.
But no. I mean, to be fair, yeah, Ed does a really really great job of being entertaining for the stream and then engaging with his audience.
I am
So
entertained.
So we're happy. We're happy that he's back. Absolutely.
Yeah,
We
I'm
were.
glad.
Yeah,
I like watching
s-
you
what?
play.
Yeah, absolutely. I love watching him play. I actually resubscribed to him. I of course was
You
subscribed.
unsubbed?
Absolutely, because I was saving them for the titty streamers, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
why is he gonna sub to a channel that doesn't upload videos?
I also prime sub to you only because Amaranth was not live at that time.
yeah, absolutely. I was going to give it Amaranth.
It's her
and,
loss.
yeah, I mean, either hot tubs or the underground. I mean, both are just brain dead activities.
Mhm.
So I'd
I
say
Well,
just subbed to that one chick with the enormous cleavage. I forgot what her name is.
which
all of
one?
them.
Right, right.
I mean,
Which one of them?
all of them.
There's that many?
Well, the thing
I
is,
don't know.
well,
Creamcast told me about her, and then I had to look her up. Obviously, I'm like, all right.
I don't know. There's so many
Like
of them.
Some
every
redhead, I
But you
think.
know, hey, I'm of equal opportunity. I'd like to see men shirtless more on Twitch as well, or wearing cleavage. I want to see some man chests. I mean, I think it's 2023. You know, Ed, calm down.
He said
Ed.
man. He said man, Ed.
No, Ed-
exactly. That's why
Let
I'm
me
taking my
see.
shirt off.
yeah.
Man.
Let me see one of those Hershey Kiss nipples. Then
There we go.
just
No,
put it
no,
right
no,
up to
no,
the
no,
camera.
no.
Subscribe to that.
We're
subscribe
trying.
to
We
that.
get a lot of trouble for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're trying
We get
to.
a lot of trouble for that.
We're trying
I
to stay
wanna-
family friendly.
I don't want to yeah,
Yeah,
cause a car accident or something.
yeah.
Nope.
Please don't. Please don't. So. Yeah, like I said, I'm happy that the Underground is back on Twitch, streaming again.
I've been
Hopefully,
back.
you have not been back. You've been gone for a
No,
little
come on,
while.
Ed. It's been a
No,
while since you streamed. Be
I-
honest.
No, I
Yeah.
streamed before that.
Yeah, you streamed the night before.
today.
That was
Yeah.
No, during the day.
You were talking
I-
about during
yeah,
your
not
day
up
streams.
that late.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been
day
it's
streams.
been different to stream during the day. Or
Yeah, so we're
difficult,
saying
so.
you haven't been gone.
No, I understand. We're saying
Yeah.
we're glad. Nobody's. Oh my god, why is you being so defensive? We're trying to
Well, I
compliment
mean, to be
you.
fair, we do like we just spent like 20 minutes shitting on Ed's
Exactly.
skills. So of course
Exactly.
he's being defensive.
Oh,
But
that is
genuinely,
true.
Ed,
Yeah,
I
that
am
is true.
I am extremely happy that you're back. That's why I subbed to you again. Because I thought you were done with Twitch for whatever reason. But
No, I'm not done with Twitch. No.
no, we know that. So like I said, I'm glad that you're back.
Yeah, but day streams are better if you can do them.
Yeah, if you can do them, yeah,
Obviously.
absolutely.
Wait, what?
Because plus you interact with the FGC, members, and that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah,
like,
all your
people love
other
it.
fight buddies.
Yeah, all your Killer Instinct buddies. Like it's only like 4 of you guys.
Yeah, I was
So-
gonna say all
It's
4
a
of them.
lot more than 4. I think I got 20
Adorable.
views, 20 live views today.
Wait, did you join the
you go.
tournament? What time was the tournament today? Wasn't
No,
that
it was
tournament?
at 6.
Oh.
At 6. Unfortunately.
Yeah, and I was
Okay.
watching a movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, we'll
you
talk
gotta
about
watch
that.
that movie. You gotta watch that movie.
Yeah, you had to.
Yeah, you had.
So
to.
are we going to combo breaker or what?
I would like to. So I have some good news.
Okay. What's the good
Hopefully
news?
after this weekend, hopefully,
Mhm.
I have to see, I'll have enough money to fix my car.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Wait, your
Hopefully.
car? I thought your car was fixed.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm behind times. Okay, so you'll
So
have.
you've been driving your mom's car?
No, that thing
No.
is gone.
I even told you about that green tuner.
Man, I got bad memory.
Yeah.
Now, some
Grandma's car?
some would say it would
No.
be waste
Brother's
of
car.
money.
This is
Your
brother's.
brother's car?
Yeah, this is brother's old car.
So, all right, my car needs fixing. So in the time of that car being fixed, I can't drive it. So I've been driving my brother's spare car, which is a junker. Okay,
But-
but driving
but-
Your
around
brother has a
complaining-
But it-
spare car?
But as an
Yeah,
upgrade,
they're rich.
So
Damn,
no, they're not.
I gotta hang
No.
out with your
So my brother actually he doesn't know how to fix cars, brakes, stuff like that. So he thought the car was kind of, just not working, which it wasn't. I happened to fix it enough where I can get to point A, B, C, D, and all that stuff. Because my car is busted. So in the process of me saving money to fix my car, I'm driving my brother's beat up car, and now my mom's car is gone. So I'm driving my mother around, taking her to do her things, and I'm driving myself around to do what I got to do.
Okay.
That's been conflicting with a lot of things. Twitch.
Mm,
I would even say sometimes like doing things I want to do on my free time.
Okay.
I got you.
No,
Hey,
no,
gotta
no.
do what I gotta do. Gotta be
Yeah,
responsible.
You gotta be
so.
responsible. No, I respect that.
Mm.
I like the hustle, man.
But
Um,
hopefully, once my car, hopefully over this weekend, if I have enough money to after this weekend, I can fix my car, and in the meantime, my mother can drive the spare car
Mm.
Nice.
until
Yeah,
she can
check
get
that.
her car, which she might get, depending on the situation, get a new used car or
We talked about
or
it.
we get a or we get a car that he doesn't have to like
A
think about.
gift from Papa
Yeah,
Creamcast.
he put out a payment plan, and I
False.
think it's
Mm,
worth it.
False.
Worth it.
Yeah, you
False.
know what I'm saying?
69 easy payments.
69.
False.
And there's even a little kitty seat in the back for you.
Yeah, and I'll take you.
False.
Hey, don't worry
Who
about it. I'll
wants to
take
take
you.
you to ice cream?
I'll take you wherever you want to
False.
go, son. Anywhere you want to go.
You turn
False.
around, Ed's face is like filled with chocolate in his hands.
Yeah.
I like that little baby filled with chocolate.
Well, that's why I'm
Filled
gonna.
with chocolate because I was holding my son's hand, Creamcast, who had all chocolate on his hand.
Sure,
So
okay.
sure.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
totally
whatever
fine.
helps you sleep.
Yeah, wherever floats your boat, dude.
Yeah,
Whatever.
No,
Explain to
pre-owned
Alex.
is the way to go, though.
Oh, yeah,
Getting
absolutely.
new cars, I found out the hard way is for suckers.
Well,
Because
What is
that
the way
thing
to go?
depreciates in a heartbeat.
What depreciates?
all new cars.
Car.
New
Like
car.
if you get a brand new car, like we purchased my wife's Jeep brand new,
Mhm.
and that thing as soon as we got it off the lot, depreciated in a
Oh
heartbeat.
yeah.
Well, the
I mean,
problem is
yeah.
you bought a Jeep. That's the
Well,
first
she wanted
problem.
a Jeep.
Oh.
That's why. Yeah.
Which one? Which one? Don't tell me Jeep Cherokee.
No. We're not that rich.
Okay, I was like,
We
wow.
got the Renegade.
Oh, okay.
Renegade.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Renegade.
Well, when she does get a
Renegade.
car, it'll either be a used car that's new for her, or a car that's someone's like just selling. One of the two.
Just tell her to go Japanese.
Mm.
That's my
Toyota,
suggestion.
Honda. Yeah.
Or-
That's
no,
my
you
suggestion.
know, we should really have her get like a Scion FRS. Hell yeah, trick that shit out. Woo! I know. I'm telling you.
I don't
Hey,
think
one,
she'll like that
one of my
car.
friends
Hell
has
yeah.
one, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of nice, man.
I don't think
Yeah,
she'll like that
she-
car.
Could you imagine she slams that bitch to the floor?
Yo, she slams that shit on the floor. Well, see, the thing is, Chicago, y'all got some decent, y'all got some decent roads,
Mhm.
Well, it depends where you go. It depends
That's
on where.
hilarious.
Depends on where you go.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
Oh,
Well,
Look,
no.
having taken that trip, Chicago has really good roads compared to many other places.
Yeah, I think you guys
What?
don't
You
realize.
go to like New Jersey, New York,
Holy
or
shit.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, slam your shit if you want to.
Jesus, pothole central.
Yes.
well, we do spend every
same
goddamn
thing.
second on construction, so it's possibly true.
Yeah,
Like,
it was on the news a few days ago that the traffic was stopped because of a pothole that it was so bad that you saw the bars.
Yeah, see, that makes
Yeah.
news over here.
Yeah.
That's like
That's-
a common
that's a
place
common
out-
thing,
out
yeah.
in other places.
Yeah, if you go to like New York, like if you don't hit a pothole, yeah, you might not be
You might be in the
actually
wrong
New York.
town.
Yeah, you're obviously not in New York. Yeah, they got some
Yeah.
bad roads. So, but yeah, no, if she needs help with the car, let me know. You know what I'm saying? I got the hookup. You know,
Hell
do
yeah,
Balls.
69
something.
easy payments.
69 easy payments, do a little something
Balls.
strange for some change. You know what I'm saying? It's already,
Completely false.
it's already been sanctioned by my wife. So hey, you know what I'm saying? She's like, baby, do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna get in the way of
Never
true
gonna
love.
get it. Never gonna get
Ed,
it.
this is a
Never
win-
gonna get it. Never
Ed,
gonna get it. Never
this is-
gonna
this
get
is
it.
a
never
win-win
gonna get it,
scenario,
never
if I've
gonna
heard.
get
It is
it.
a
really
win-win,
is.
Ed.
Oh, wow.
You get to hang out with me, and we
Everybody
fam-
wins.
Yeah, we bring the family back together.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
right.
what's up, Game Face? Yeah,
Little game face.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
game face.
thank you for showing up. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that sucks, dude. But yeah, like I said, happy that you're back, dude. Happy that you're streaming at this point. Good times, man. Good times. Hopefully we get to see a little bit more of the Ed Underground. What was it at
Oh, you
one?
can
It's
see as
one
much as you want.
1 Eastern.
If you subscribe.
You said what?
Well, we never. I'm sorry, we never answered the question, Ed.
What was the
Are,
question?
are you going to combo?
What
break?
is it?
Yeah, are you going to
I would
Combo
like to. So I would like to. But this is why I brought up the car thing, because I've
Mhm.
been saving up money so I can get my car fixed.
Okay.
In the process, I haven't spent money like anything major. If anything, it's just been bills, food.
Game Pass.
Game Pass.
No, I haven't. No, I
do
haven't
that.
spent anything on Game
Why-
Pass.
why-
I haven't
why
had
you
Game
do that,
Pass in
Dark
6
Side?
months.
Darkseid, why
I've
you
been
do that?
gifted Game Pass. So,
Wait, so you don't have Game Pass?
Game
anymore?
Pass.
no, I've been gifted Game Pass.
Oh,
Gifted
okay.
by
Thank
who?
God.
Yeah, no, so I do have Game Pass, but it's not because
Been getting high
I
on
paid
life.
for it.
That's what you've been doing. Playing
There you
high
go.
on life.
it's a good game.
What other games? Oh, you said you have. So you recently you just telling
I
us
got
that,
Stride,
no, you got Elden
Guilty
Ring.
Gear.
No,
Oh, I
you're
had
saying
no,
you've
I
been
had
had-
Elden Ring around Christmas.
Yeah, but that's not on Game Pass.
Yeah, but you don't play
No,
on
it's not a
stream.
Game Pass.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
don't
was-
play it.
I was gifted Elden Ring on Christmas. So,
So you're
All right,
getting
okay.
it.
Let's go back to the thing. So when are we going to Combo Breaker?
Combo Breaker is in May.
Okay.
Mm.
So yes, I want to go. I am just saving up for my car, so I haven't spent anything wild.
Well,
Are
hey,
you gonna
if
be
you
a
need a ride,
contestant?
just let us know. We can make it happen.
No, I have my brother's spare car to drive around. I'm
No,
just
no,
saying
no. You need to leave
to
that for your mother.
participate in. Wait, what?
Leave the car for your mother. We'll
Mm-hmm.
take you to Combo Breaker. We'll have like a have you outside selling lemonade or something like that. Get you an entry into it.
Nah,
then
you
boom.
look at. Don't worry. You don't have to pay anything. I'll drive you there. You don't have to pay me, but I do expect some favors.
Let's just say
Let's
that
just keep it at that.
Green Turner likes to drive stick. So
Well,
there's gonna be some
good thing
manual
I don't
transmission.
drive. Good thing I don't drive stick.
Have you ever heard of Steak and
Who
RH
will?
Day?
Stick it
No,
up.
but I would not Google that. And kids who are
Hmm.
listening, do not Google that.
Hmm.
Well, Game
Mhm.
Face has the right idea. Road trip. I think we're
Road
gonna
trip?
take
Mhm.
a road trip. Ed, you're obviously gonna sit in the middle in the back seat.
No, I'll be the driver.
We'll all be around you, and hey, it'll be an enjoyable experience for everybody.
I'll be the driver. You all can do whatever you want to do in the back seat.
No, don't worry. Look,
I'll
it's
be listening to
you
my
and I in the
headphones.
back seat. You know, Dark Side and Creamcast in the front with headphones, so they don't have to hear the horrors that are gonna go in the back seat. Gonna be great.
Yeah, that's why I was wearing headphones, so I don't have to hear you guys do whatever you all do.
You just want to be surprised, huh?
Right?
No.
He's like, I want all my senses gone. I just want the sense of touch. That's all I need. Touch and taste.
What in the world?
But no, that'd be cool if you do go a Combo Breaker. I hope.
Oh no,
that
I
you
want to
do.
go. I want to go.
You should. Are you gonna be a contestant though? Because I do want to see
No,
you.
I want to be a contestant.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I want to see Ed pop off and like. I hope that I wish like in Combo Breaker, like you can ban like there's a general ban on certain characters because if I see an idol or
It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there.
or Gargos or what was
Gargus.
Gargus, and
It's
Omen,
just those two.
and Omen.
No, I can actually.
You
I'd
do
rather
decent
have
well
Omen.
with Omen, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
your kryptonite out of all of these, out of all of them, I didn't announce it was Glacius. Glacius is definitely a kryptonite. A good
really.
Glacius, absolutely.
No, I fought some really good Glaciuses and stuff.
Yeah, that's me. I believe that's what I've took him out.
Yeah,
as
that's
when I
what
was
you got
Glacius.
beat by in the Dark Side.
No.
Yeah.
He's got PTSD. It's okay. I mean,
No.
Yeah.
He hasn't been able to
It
recover.
happens.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Balls.
I mean, he's built like an alternate reality around himself where he's like, I beat Ed Glacius every time. Doesn't matter.
Well,
You know.
I just beat
trauma
one today.
victims do that so they can move forward in their lives and
Okay.
you know.
Okay. Wow.
You couldn't explain yourself.
Coping
Dark
mechanism.
side.
Dark Side, like you are.
Couldn't explain yourself. But
You
yes.
are on point. You are like a walking WebMD at this point. You talk about traumatic brain injuries with CTE. We talked about smooth brain syndrome. Left and right.
Diagnosis is always death.
Yeah, like left and right hemispheres. Like, and now talking about repressed memories and trauma, like PTSD. Like, dude, what can you not do at this point?
He has a lot of past
what?
experiences. So
It's Ed Underground is a wealth of
knowledge, yes.
yeah, wealth
And
of
charisma.
knowledge.
Yes.
And charisma.
And charisma.
Yeah,
He
charisma,
certainly is.
You
He certainly is.
definitely got that.
He's the
Okay.
gift
Yeah,
that keeps on giving for
He
sure.
is.
Much like an amoeba, he's there to be studied.
Absolutely. I mean, Ed,
I'm sure there are a few who would love to study me, but go on.
Game Face said that Dark Side is well read. So yes, he is.
True.
True. In his spare time, he actually does read WebMD, and he goes page by page. He actually has the full index of WebMD, and he goes page by page, and just reads everything. The footnotes.
Is that why
everything.
you sit? Is that why you sit in the corner at night in the dark?
I mean,
Yeah.
somebody has to learn about all the illnesses that and all the ailments that you have there in the ground. Somebody has to explain it all. And Dark Side.
You've ever see those memes where you read WebMD and then you're like,
you're always gonna die.
It's always cancer.
Yeah, it's always cancer.
Yeah.
You're always
hypochondriac.
Yeah, right. Yeah, pretty much hypochondriac. You're always gonna die somehow, some way. Just don't go down that rabbit hole. But that's why Dark Side is here to save us from all that. But talking about, unfortunately, death and passing, we did unfortunately lose a great actor, and some really great beloved movies and
Mhm.
series and games as well. Um, the late Lance Reddick did pass this past week. Kind of a random thing because he was relatively young. You know, he's like mid 50s, right? Wasn't he?
He was
Kind of
He was
60.
60s.
60s. Oh, 60s. That's still relatively young because I mean,
It's
people
still
like
young.
I thought he
Yeah.
was in his 30s or 40s.
I
no,
didn't
that's
think it was in his
I,
30s,
I didn't.
obviously.
Nah.
I didn't think it
But
was
I
gonna
for
say-
sure thought he was like in his 40s
yeah. I thought it was
Yeah,
the 40s,
or late
50s.
40s, I should say.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, like
yeah.
late 30s or 40s. I thought he was, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so yeah, his passing was kind of unexpected. I mean,
Mhm.
we're all getting to the age now where some of the people that we like the most are passing away, like
Mhm.
celebrities and whatnot. So Lance Ray passing was really weird. I think I
It's
saw.
it's not just like the passing of a great actor, but it's like specifically great voice actors
Yeah.
that are like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's odd. We're losing these like Lance Reddick and then Kevin Conroy and like
Mhm.
did Clancy Brown pass away? I think he did, right?
Clancy
Clancy
Brown?
Brown? He's got a great voice. You guys, you know the actor, you know his voice. Um, yeah, it's like all these great like if it was one of those like actors where if I ever have an animated project, these are the people I'd want to voice the
Oh
characters.
No,
no.
Clancy Brown's alive.
He's alive?
Yeah,
Oh, is he?
yeah. Stop trying to kill people off.
Oh,
Okay,
64.
okay.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah, what the
Damn.
Oh, thank God. All right. Well, all I'll say is this: somebody look out for Clancy Brown. There's something coming.
You guys don't know he Darkseid
You've
actually
cursed
has.
him.
Yeah, he actually has a death
Yeah,
note.
I might have screwed up there.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clancy.
Sorry, sorry, Clancy Brown. We didn't mean that. Yeah.
Who
So
did I
he's
mean?
still-
I meant somebody, so I'm gonna go see who I meant. There's another great voice actor.
What movie or animated series or whatever
I'll
was
see.
in?
I'll see if I can find while you guys talk here.
Okay.
Hmm.
But yeah, no. I mean, bring
Yeah,
up a
rest
great
in
point.
peace, Lance Reddick.
Yeah, you bring up a great point about voice actor. So yeah, Lance Reddick. You know, a lot of people know him from The Wire. Phenomenal role in The Wire. I recently watched that maybe about 2 years ago with my wife. She was like, "You have to watch The Wire." And I watched like bits and pieces, but to actually like watch the entire series was a phenomenal series in of itself, and very bold for its time. So we had a young Lance Reddick doing that, and then he was in recent movies like John Wick, as the what was he, the receptionist, the bellhop
Yeah.
or whatever for the Continental.
Continental.
Concierge. I believe
Concierge.
it
There
is.
you go. There you go. There you go.
Concierge.
Thank you. Concierge for the Continental and the John Wick series. So I'm sad. We probably will see him in this last movie. I don't know. John Wick does come out this week.
He'll be in there.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he is in there. I think he is. I think they already said that he is. So
He is.
yeah, that's sad. I mean he's done some really great voice work for Destiny, and yeah,
He's in Horizon.
He was-
He's in Horizon.
He was
Zero.
in.
yeah, Horizon.
Yeah.
Yep, he was in.
He
He's
Horizon.
was
in
also in
everything.
a Rick and Morty
He's-
episode.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
He has such a distinct voice.
He's in Snyderverse too. He's the general, right? In the Snyderverse, isn't he?
No,
The general? No,
No.
that's someone else.
you're
Oh,
talking about
no.
someone else. We don't. Oh,
Yeah.
what the?
Oh God. Oh
Is that
God.
the Allstate guy?
No.
You know
oh,
what I
goodness,
mean.
you're just
Listen,
going.
hold on.
Wow.
Darkseid. I know they all look alike.
Yeah, like what the?
All
hell,
right.
Darkseid?
I
Yeah.
didn't want to say it out loud.
Yeah, okay, guys, keep that to yourself.
Nice.
Holy shit! Like, man.
Did you guys see him on Eric Andre?
Yeah,
Lance
yeah.
Reddick? That
yeah.
was
He
hilarious.
because he looks like the initial interview, and then when he like stormed off, I
I
thought he
thought it
was,
was
like,
real.
I thought it was real. Like he looked like he
Yeah.
was genuinely upset.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared.
Yeah.
So it's so Game Face says Lance is in JW4.
Gameface confirming there.
Yeah, John Wick.
24,
Yeah.
yeah.
For IMDb.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I
So
mean,
that's good. Something to look forward to.
granted, I mean, there's one role that I wasn't happy that he played. That was in the Resident Evil
Yeah.
series.
Resident Evil, yeah.
Still
I
surprised. Yeah.
I'm biased, but I think even back then we all said we liked Lance Reddick in it,
Yeah,
but it's a horrible show.
it's a horrible show. I don't
Yeah.
attribute that to Lance Reddick whatsoever. I don't say like, yeah, it was because of him that was bad or anything like that. It was just that's such a horrible show, and they had such great talent with Lance Reddick there, and the fact that they used him in such a horrible way kind of irritates me. But yeah, like rest in peace to a legend. Definitely a really great actor. Seemed like a really great person. I've heard nobody speak negatively about him whatsoever, saying he was an asshole to work with. Just a really cool guy. So no, he's gonna be definitely missed. And
Yeah, he literally was in everything. Remember that Batman podcast we were listening to?
Yeah, he was.
He was in
Yeah.
that as well.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was literally everything. So yeah, I mean,
He was
like,
also in a few comedy skits on YouTube.
Yeah, Toys
which is
R Me.
great. Oh, that one too. Tourism. He was on Adult Swim too. I forgot the name of the Adult Swim show with the guy he's also a comedian. He's
We just said
light.
that.
No, he Adam something. He's a light skinned
Eric Andre.
Afro type hair. Yeah, Eric Andre. He was also.
we
We
just talked
just
about
said that.
Oh, I thought it was something else.
No, Eric
No.
Andre.
Oh.
Show.
Whoops.
Um,
Yeah.
no, but he was in American Horror Story.
Ed literally
And-
does the same thing
Oh
I
yeah,
do, but
Papa
nobody says
Legba.
it.
Yeah, he was Baba Yaga. So
Yes.
he was literally Baba Yaga. Oh no, what was it?
Papa
Papa
Legba.
Legba. Yeah, Papa Legba. There
Yeah,
we
Papa
go.
Legba.
Papa Legba. So he played as a voodoo was a god, right? Voodoo
Yeah, I
god,
think it was a voodoo
demon.
god.
He did a really great role of that, and
It was
man,
cool as hell. Yeah.
it was cool as hell to see him in the full get up and so forth. So yeah, no, like I said, definitely gonna be missed. Yeah. So some of our great voice actors are leaving us.
Sad news.
Yeah, and he has such
Yeah,
a
what the
distinct
hell?
voice.
How long ago was Batman? What's his name?
The podcast.
Blanking on the
end
name.
of last. No, it was
Animated
this
series.
year.
The voice actor.
Kevin Conroy.
Kevin
That's
Conroy?
what Kevin
Was it this
Conroy.
year?
Yeah.
No, he died last
Was
year.
it this year
Last year.
or was it last,
Last year? Yeah, last year, like in like end of the year, like I will say like October,
Yeah.
November.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. So damn.
yeah. So yeah, like I said, rest in peace to him.
Absolutely.
What other news happened this week? I feel like there was something else that we wanted to talk about.
Oh, Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Justin Roiland.
And I need to hear this
Roiland.
because I did not look up any Rick and Morty news.
Well, yeah, Darkseid, you're the one that brought it up earlier, so
Yeah.
I have
Mhm.
no idea about what's going on.
Well, I believe it's good news for Justin Roiland fans. The charges, I believe, were dropped.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dismissed, I
so-
think.
dismissed, and Justin Roiland came out and tweeted something on social media, thanking people for standing by him, but chastising those that acted without all the
Before
facts.
everything,
And yeah.
Mhm.
So, but now, I mean, if you look at, we talked about this in a previous episode. Everybody cut ties with this guy. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
Adult Swim dropped him.
Mhm.
His own, he resigned from his company,
His
or
own- yeah.
Sponge Games.
Yep.
So Hulu cut ties with him. So I don't know what happens with this guy now. I mean, even if he's vindicated, I guess you could come back. Money's money. So we'll see what happens. We're
Just
wondering how
sue,
Rick and
sue,
Morty
sue,
can
baby.
continue. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
would you
easily.
want him to
could,
come
easily.
back?
Well, I think if he's been being dismissed is not necessarily the same as being like exonerated. So, I mean, dismissing something could just be like,
That
hey,
is true.
he
Not
did
enough
it,
evidence.
but it's not enough evidence. Exactly. So
Yeah.
it kind of
Yep.
is a weird situation to be in because, I mean, the backlash, because people are still, the court of public opinion is still the court of public opinion. Like a good example, one person that recently this happened to is Louis C.K. He did nothing illegal per se. He just did some very shitty, creepy things, which pretty much got him ostracized out of the industry. Louis C.K. is putting out stuff on his own platform. So instead of being, on, having his own specials and being part of different studios.
Speaking of which, real quick, do you guys know that Bill Cosby's going to be touring?
Wait,
Is he?
what?
Yeah, he plans on touring.
Pudding.
How?
I mean, sponsored by Jello, I believe.
This is sponsored by-
Mhm.
Is he? Wait, what?
Sponsored by Rohypnol. That's what it's gonna be.
It is what? Wait,
No, I don't
so
know.
if
Obviously,
he's touring, who's
He's,
going
I
to
mean, he tweeted this out from.
something?
Well, he tweeted this out from jail. So,
yeah, he wants to. No, he was cleared of all charges. Remember?
no, I thought he wasn't.
Yeah, I think he was
I
either.
thought he was. I thought they dropped the charges on him.
I don't remember that.
We can. Well,
I
you guys, so we can talk
don't
about
know.
it.
I have no idea.
Anyways,
So-
let's get some hands up here. Who's gonna hit up the cause when he hits down here?
Hell no.
What?
What
Hell no.
the world?
I'm good.
And it's crazy because Bill Cosby had one of the most iconic like careers as far as like being like America's dad. Like it didn't matter if you were black or white. Everybody
Everyone
knew
loved
Bill.
that show.
Everybody
I
loved
would
Cosby.
watch the Cosby Show
to this
every
day.
fucking day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And literally, he literally as being one of the world's most revered dads to being one of the most vile dads at this point. Like he's really no coming back for him. So if he thinks that he's gonna go and do a tour, I believe there will be he probably will still sell out shows. Absolutely.
Yeah,
there will
He
be.
will sell out.
Yeah,
Just because of the controversy alone, that could actually help.
Now, I believe has everyone seen the state?
What's it gonna help though?
Well, controversy is always good in a way.
Not in this case. Like he was like controversy is like saying like, hey, like J.K. Rowling with Harry Potter. That's a little controversy. I think it's, but I think that's.
I think you're thinking of like Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle,
yeah, that'll drive people to come out.
Yeah, but saying you're drugging and raping women. We can't say the R word, but drugging and doing
R-wording
women.
Those things.
That's not. People are not going to be like, man, I really want to be part of that controversy.
And also, have we seen the physical state of the man? There's no way that he walks or stands on stage. He's going to be like seated, like in a seated position. And I don't know what. I assume he's going to be ranting.
Oh,
he's 85.
Yes,
he's an old man. He's an
old man. So
yeah, but that's a rough 85 that he has.
Yeah,
he's got a rough 85. Yeah, for sure.
I'm just laughing at I'm remembering when he was on trial to begin with. He was like doing goofy shit while walking to court. Remember?
He was. Yeah, I remember that.
He ain't like, doing that shit no more.
God, he doesn't care.
Yeah, he's not doing that shit no more. Because
are you looking it up? Is he been vindicated or what? Not vindicated, but has he been?
Has he been released from prison? Is what you're saying? Let me double check.
Yeah, I thought he was a free man.
So who's going to open for him then? R. Kelly?
No, he's not going to open. He's just going to open for himself. And that's no, please don't.
R. Kelly just kidnapped women. It's a whole different story.
And what? What?
R. Kelly.
Oh, what?
Okay, I'm gonna see if he's.
It says he was released in 2021. Yeah, he was convicted. He did his time in the clink.
Oh, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court.
He was released in 2021.
Yeah,
following nearly 3 years in prison.
The Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturned his conviction in 2021.
Yeah,
signing a non-prosecution agreement Cosby had made with a previous district attorney.
Yeah, that's true because they were using stuff as evidence, which technically shouldn't have been. It's like a technicality. He got out on a technicality.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
and then the funny thing is that when he's getting out of prison, one of the pictures has him throwing up a peace sign. And it's like, dude, like your mama is gone. Like this is like if this would have came out, maybe like one person coming out, but you have dozens of women coming out against you. It has no peace sign. Yeah.
Just, what if? Would you go? Would you go if this is the lineup?
No.
Bill Cosby.
No.
Bill Cosby.
No.
R. Kelly.
You just started with Bill Cosby. It was already
Kanye West.
No.
It's stacked. It's stacked.
Oh no, that is a stack cast.
That is a stack cast.
And presented by Andrew Tate.
Do you guys realize that as soon as you talk about the first person, that it was automatically a no for me, dog? Like it's done. Like you can't. Like, if you would start off with R. Kelly, or
people would see R. Kelly.
No,
people would see R. Kelly.
Yeah, people would see him, but what I'm saying is that crazy people would. And the thing is like, okay, if you want to enjoy his music back in the day, sure, you can absolutely do that.
I don't listen to it even now.
But
Chocolate Factory.
But the problem is that you cannot say that he's going to be selling out concerts like he used to. Like he's not going to be selling concerts. He's not going to be selling out venues like that. Like people. I don't know.
If you go to the city, there are still people either blasting his music. Or talking about his music.
People love R. Kelly.
Well, and like thinking about like, have you guys ever listened to like an album of Bill Cosby? His jokes are about like
Eh.
being like a dad and all these
Being a
like
dad,
wholesome things.
yeah.
How is he gonna pull that off now when everyone knows he's a creep?
You can flip it and say, "Oh, being a dad. Oh, look how that got me." I don't know, something
Isn't that what
crazy.
Bob Saget did?
Yeah,
Bob
some kind of
Saget was
Bob
like
Saget.
super like blue, and then but he had his family persona, right? Like,
No,
Yeah,
but
Bob
Bill
Saget was the
Cosby had
opposite,
his
though.
family persona
Hey, flip
everywhere
it, like
except
you
in
said,
his
flip
personal
it.
life.
But the thing is, Bob Saget didn't
Yeah.
have any major controversy.
Yeah, he
so-
wasn't putting chicks to sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
he wasn't. But Bob Saget, he had some controversy. I forgot what it was.
I forgot what it was too, but he
Yeah, I
did
think-
have something.
Probably
I think, yeah, he
jokes or
did,
something.
but
Though.
I think it's just off-color jokes. He had a lot of real
he had a
off-color
lot of
jokes.
racist jokes. I think on set.
Racist? I thought it was
yeah.
just like inappropriate. Like,
or inappropriate.
I wouldn't be
sure.
surprised. Well, what I'm saying
Yeah.
is like Bill Cosby's humor has always been something you can listen with the family
Right.
because there's no cursing, there's nothing like that, and it's like wholesome comedy. But
Mm,
now everyone knows what kind of person he is. Like,
mm,
is he still gonna say the wholesome jokes? I do not know.
Doubtful.
no, I think it's just going to be like a, I told you so rally against cancel culture kind of, I don't even think it's going to be a comedy show. But the idea, the just headline I read, Bill Cosby announces comedy tour, just you have to address it.
The bad boys of comedy.
Yeah, but it's the bad boys of comedy. Yeah,
The bad boys of comedy.
Let's not do
Tate,
that.
Wes,
Let's not do that. That's gonna be horrible.
Illy.
That'd be horrible. Did you guys hear about Kanye West? Recently, just put like
Oh
he
no!
No.
put out like a Instagram or a picture or something like that, where he didn't say what it was. He took it down immediately, but
Mhm.
apparently he posted a list. And I said number one.
A list.
Uh-oh.
A list.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
It said number one was like Latina, number two was like white, number three was like black, and four was something else or something like that. But it had a list of races, and people were like, "What the hell is he like? Why'd you post this list, this random ass
Well,
list?"
I mean, I would be like, how'd he get his
I'm
hands on his
assuming
phone
that's his
again?
preference. I
We
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
We don't know what. Like Kanye's been relatively quiet. He got married. He started living the
Again?
quiet life. Yeah, he got married.
To who?
Well,
Wait, hold on.
one
Who
of
married
his
Kanye
sisters.
West?
Who would
His
marry a
assistant, right?
Yeah.
multi-millionaire? Is that what you're asking me?
No, I'm not asking. Okay, I understand people marry
Yes,
multimillionaires all the time.
Look, he's
but-
loaded and he still has clout.
Oh,
So I'm sure there's plenty of women that want to get with him.
Hear me out. There are women who are younger who marry old white dudes with millions of dollars, but they're sane. Kanye West is.
There's a lot of insane people that still get
Yeah,
women.
I don't know.
What's your
Yeah.
point?
That doesn't translate. There's plenty of
Yeah.
insane people who get.
Yeah, so Kanye, yeah, he posted. It was a ranking. It was number one was one Latina. Oh no, number
Ranking.
one was white. Number two was Latina.
Boo.
Yeah, number one was
Wow.
white. Number two was Latina.
All right.
Yeah.
Number three was ebony. Number four. Could you guys even guess what it is?
Asian?
Keep guessing.
Indian.
Indian.
Ed, what's your guess?
When you say ebony, you mean black?
First of all,
Black,
is this the
yes.
Ed Underground's list?
Wow.
What?
This
Is
might
it?
be
Whoa.
number four.
Might
Number
be the
four.
Ed
Whoa,
Underground's
whoa.
list.
Number four is kind
Me
of spicy.
and Kanye are completely
Kind of
different.
spicy.
Okay, it's kind of spicy. So okay, so Dark Side, what'd you guess?
You
Asian?
said kind of spicy.
No,
Yeah,
you
South
said Asian.
South Asian. South Asian,
and,
baby.
Green Turn, what you do?
Well, now that you said spicy,
You
I'm
said-
like, damn.
No, just stick with it. Stick with it.
Oh,
Are you-
Indian.
I said
That's
Indian,
Okay,
which
Ed,
is Asian technically.
yeah,
Yeah.
technically, yeah.
When you're
Ed,
saying spicy, are you getting
no. I gave you to just pick what you think his number four was. He said
Australia. Say Australia.
What ethnic group would be number four?
Russian people?
Wouldn't that be white?
that'd still be
Yeah,
white,
that
but that's
would be
fine.
white,
That's fine.
yeah.
That's fine. His
Okay.
number four was transgender.
Oh, woke AF.
Hey, I can't hate on that.
Hey,
That's,
you
you
know
know, it is
what?
what it is.
Hey, Kanye, he's on a totally different wavelength than us. So, say,
Was not expecting.
oh, we have a
Oh,
comment
Bandito
from
Mac with
Bandito
the-
Mac.
Huh? Oh wait. When you say ebony, do you mean black? Yeah, on the ground, Ed. Sorry.
Ed is the only person that doesn't understand that ebony means black.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
this is from Kanye West, so I don't know what.
Ed,
That's true.
what other
That's true.
what could Ebony
Okay, so
what could Ebony be outside of
I
Black?
don't know. This is coming from a guy who
There was literally a magazine called
said
Ebony.
things, but
no,
this is-
it's
this
a
is-
category on like adult sites.
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
literally
Okay.
bring down to that
How would you know that?
Okay.
ebony,
Carter?
and it will give you a
yeah.
specific
How would you?
type of
How would
video.
you know that green tuning?
Oh, I love them all. I love
Yeah.
Ebony women just as much as I love Hispanic women.
So
Nice,
rewind it a
nice.
little bit.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. He's a man of culture. He just says, hey,
Yeah.
he gets around. It just
Crayola. What?
yeah. What can you read that comment from Game Face?
Why? Wait. Why do you want me to read it?
Because he's talking about
Because
Kanye.
you're the best at reading things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am not
Hey.
the best at reading things.
I've been reading all the comments. So why don't you read?
That is
Crayola, Bert, Siny.
Oh, so close. So close.
Bert and Ernie.
I did not say
Burn
Bert and
to-
Ernie.
Bert and Ernie.
Close, that close.
Well, I
close.
haven't seen that word before, so
No, that's
Say
fine.
library.
you said it for me. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyways, let's
Say
move on.
library.
Let's move on. So Kanye said Crayola burnt sienna. Yeah, I mean, I nobody knows what this list meant. Nobody knows what Kanye meant by this. So Kanye's back on the watch, fellas. It's like
you know what's great about Kanye? This
What?
could be a list of people he loves or people he's going after.
right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, literally, it literally could be a list. It could be a list of actual
What a
names of people.
genius. What a
Like,
genius.
yeah.
Oh, well, what?
He knows how to keep
I gotta be
himself.
honest. I kind of miss Kanye in the news.
I just-
Hey, man,
I just want
no
the old
Kanye,
Don't.
no Trump. I mean, it's getting kind of slow out there. These guys gotta
Hmm.
turn it up here. Turn it up.
Well, I'm not gonna
Hmm.
lie. I kind of want the old Kanye back. I wish he would just focus
A
on
lot of
music.
people say that.
Give me
Mhm.
old Kanye and I'll be happy. But I think that ship has sailed. So
I mean,
noticed-
even our boy Ezra Miller's been quiet recently.
Oh,
This is not
All
a
right,
lot
quick
going on here.
update.
Okay.
What color are we at? Dark sign.
Miller
Miller time.
Miller time is a nice and cool green. WB
Green.
has ensured
green.
the marketing machine for WB is churning, and right now Ezra Miller is fully sedated and contained, probably 50 feet underground.
wow.
Like
with-
Soldier
lot.
Boy.
Yeah, I was gonna
from,
say, I was
he's like-
literally
he's
about to
got
say,
that thing
From the
on
boys.
here.
yeah, he's
yeah,
literally
yeah.
Soldier Boy. He's
Yeah,
also-
he's fully contained while
He's got the
they're
mask.
marketing this baby.
yeah, he's
Probably was Soulja
he's
Boy,
being
too.
held in a deep isolation chamber. Like it's kind of like how they did Magneto and and the X-Men. He's in his
Yeah.
own little chamber.
Plastic prison.
Got
Yeah.
Ezra Miller right there. You got J.K. Rowling right over
Right
here.
there,
Like
yep.
WB's got their people all like lined up.
Yep,
like,
they got, like you
It's
can't
like the one movie, Black Adam, on the underground or underwater prison or whatever.
Oh, the other one.
Oh,
prison.
oh right,
yeah.
yeah.
yeah, but I just want there's separation between them, even the guards. Like you don't want whatever Ezra Miller has to get spread to the guards because then we're gonna have a contagion of kidnappings and grooming.
It's like when they kept Magneto in that plastic prison. There's
Yeah.
like all these
Mm.
steps and measures. And
Yeah,
like, you know.
you can't.
They
like,
have you.
he's suspended in the giant asshole.
Yeah,
Can't get close.
They
to
have
him.
to do a blood test to make sure that you don't have any Native American in you.
Yeah.
Just to
There
be
you go.
safe.
Wow.
There you go.
Just like Magneto, he sucks
Wow.
like the Native American blood out of your pores.
whatever.
Yeah, he took the iron. He took the iron out of the guy's blood. That's
Yeah.
exactly. He's like, oh, we got code red. One of the guards is like 1.2% Native American. you just see Ezra Miller just start sniffing the air. He's like, I smell Native American blood.
Oh, what?
I mean, he is the fastest man alive, so you never know. You want to be careful
True.
with that guy.
Sure, you don't blink here.
But talking about Warner Brothers now, I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
snap.
let's just go into this transition. So.
Mhm.
I mean, we're talking about Warner Brothers. We're talking about the DCEU. We see the potential of the DCEU. We were just talking about how we have forgiven, well, necessarily Warner Brothers, but we have forgiven Ezra Miller for everything that he's done, all the transgressions, because of the wonderful, phenomenal trailer that we saw during the Super Bowl, which was The Flash. And then Warner Brothers said, you know what? Hold my beer. Y'all thought you were done with the DCEU. You thought you were done with shitty ass movies. We got one more for you. It's another one. And boom,
Another one.
here comes Shazam 2.
Fury
Probably
That was
Fury,
of the gods.
Fury
Terrible
of
transition.
the Gods. One of the most horrible
Oh, you said Theory of the Gods?
Fury.
Oh, Fury. Okay.
Yeah, don't. And if all the people that can,
Oh, my boy's going deaf too.
yeah, he's going to like
He
No.
can't read. He can't hear.
Here.
I'm telling
Can
you,
read.
folks, Killer
I can
Instinct
hear.
is a menace.
Yeah, please.
Killer Instinct is a great game.
Ed, put up
Oh,
your hands right now.
oh,
Put up those
oh,
shaky
hold on.
fists.
Hold on. Speaking of
What the,
really quick.
Look what they did to my boy.
Speaking about Soldier
They've
Boy.
massacred my boy.
Hold on. Speaking about Soldier Boy, he actually played KI live on his channel, and people were trying to go against him
I'm sorry. Did somebody mention Soldier Boy? Was speaking about Soldier Boy.
earlier.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
Soldier, not the rapper.
Well, I'm talking about the rapper.
Oh, okay.
But nobody was speaking
nobody
of
mentioned
Soulja
Soldier
Boy.
Boy.
Yeah.
I know, but I tried to connect to, you know.
Speaking of Soldier Boy, I
You're
was like,
going
what?
back
Yeah, I
to
was like, what?
a subject that we. What?
Go on.
Okay, his brain is totally fried.
Yeah, he's gone, guys.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sure of
lost him.
this.
That's
His
it.
brain
Call
is basically a giant jelly bean,
guys. Just go ahead and call
just
it.
like nice and
And,
smooth
and
and,
you're,
glossy.
you're experiencing
False.
lost time at this point, and that's also a
Lost
common
time.
occurrence. Lost time. It's real. Look it up.
Guys, just
Oh,
call.
what
You're
women
safe.
mean?
You're safe right now, though. I want you to know you're safe.
Guys, can we just call time? Can we just call time of death right now? I think the
Yeah.
boy's
False.
possibly brain dead at this point.
He is brain dead for sure.
False.
He's talking about Soldier
Anyways,
Boy. Like,
When will Congress ban KI? That's what I wanted. This is horrible. This is horrible.
parents, if you see KI in your house, immediately destroy the Xbox, the PC, whatever they're playing
Never.
on. Throw it out of the house. It is a gateway drug. They're gonna start playing KI. Next thing they're gonna be doing is talking about scions, and then next thing they're gonna be talking about
It's
is
like great cars.
and then doing heroin. It literally is a joke.
Whoa,
It's that
whoa,
simple.
whoa.
So
Call your congressman.
yep,
Let's get this going.
talk
Let's
to your
get this
state
going.
representatives, guys. Yeah. But talking about back to Shazam, Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods, came out this past week, and man, so I went to go see it. When did I go see it? I think on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday night. And no, granted it's a Sunday night, and I'm thinking, oh, it's gonna be relatively not that busy, but there's gonna be a few people in the movie theater. So I went ahead and ordered the tickets on Saturday. And when I looked on the site, I saw that, and I went to see an 8:15 movie, or 8 o'clock movie, 8 o'clock at night on a Sunday. And I went to go order tickets, and so like on our on my screen to pick our seats, you know, they use the color gray to show like seats that are available. There's one color gray for seats that are available, a light color gray for seats that are taken. It was going through a colorblind phase. I'm thinking like, holy shit. I go to the site. I'm like, damn, all these seats are taken. I'm like, man, people really love Shazam. And I start clicking. And actually, I realized I was suffering from color blindness, and that every seat in this theater probably sits about maybe 150, 200 people. Only 4 seats were taken in this massive theater. We got the most ideal seats. We sat pretty much right in the middle of the theater, pretty high up. And you know, when we went to the theater, literally there was probably about 2 groups of people outside of us, maybe 6 people altogether outside of my group of 3 that went to go see this movie. And I was kind of shocked, but I was like, okay, maybe it's a Sunday. Maybe nobody went to go see Sunday night. People want to go home, get ready for the next day, get ready for work and so forth. Yeah. This movie is probably one of the worst movies I have ever seen in my entire life.
Now, hold on. Are you saying that you pulled a Ed Underground here? Legendary Batman and Robin at Underground?
Did you walk
this?
For those that don't know,
these false wordings of my name claims.
I'm so confused. What is the Batman and Robin at Underground doing a Batman and Robin? What is going on?
That is as some people know in this chat, and some people know who've listened, at Underground in the year, what was it, 1997?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Around the time that Batman and Robin
was released theatrically. Ed, you would have been how old at this time?
I can't recall at the time.
1997? Yeah.
I'd say roughly maybe 12 years old.
Yeah, I'd say less, maybe 12 years
11,
old, possibly less. Ed Underground went to the theaters. Parents dropped him off with a friend as the story goes, he buys a ticket, or it's bought for him because he's a child, for Batman and Robin. And he goes in the theater, watches the film. Young critic that he is, this
Correct.
10-year-old, disgusted by what he
10.
sees, pulls the ultimate move no 10-year-old has ever pulled in a film that is arguably made for 10-year-olds.
Literally made for 10-year-olds.
Literally made for 10-year-olds. And has all the things that 10-year-olds would probably watch.
False. But go
Ed
on.
Underground claims to have, get this, as a 10-year-old who was dropped off at the theater, walked out of the theater in the most Giga Chad move.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
And
you guys don't realize that, everybody says Siskel and Ebert. It actually was Ed, Siskel, and Ebert. That was actually, the three of them. And the young critic that he was, I mean, he was acclaimed. I mean, was writing for the Chicago Tribune,
They
the
actually
Chicago
walked
Sun.
out with me too.
Yeah, they walked out with him. They were disgusted. Ed wrote an op-ed about it. It was beautiful, actually.
Now, some people have claimed that this story is ridiculous. Ed Underground's making it up. It's impossible that a 10-year-old would want to
believe.
Whatever it is. I mean, Ed Underground's a legend. So that's why I bring it up. That is it possible, Creamcast, that you pulled an Ed Underground, a legendary move?
I didn't. I do not have the
integrity.
The integrity.
You don't
to
have
be able to
the
do.
testicular fortitude.
Yes, like even though I am now like a 30-something-year-old man, Ed, his balls had not dropped yet, but he had bigger balls.
Oh, they
than
dropped
me.
that day.
He had bigger balls than me, and he was able to walk out of that theater with his head held high.
Bullshit.
Yeah, and was able to leave one of the biggest movies for children at that time.
I believe it. I believe that every word of it.
Yeah,
I believe every word of it.
Yeah, I tried to leave, but I said, you know what? I have a duty to the Blur podcast to watch this movie in its entirety. I even stayed for one of the post-credit scenes, and it was wow. It was an experience.
For one of the post-credit scenes?
I stuck around for one.
One?
We'll talk about
that. Yeah, there's two.
Side note. When you all saw Batman and Robin when you were kids, did you like it?
Yes.
Yes, I was a kid. I liked it. When I saw it, I love all things Batman.
Yeah,
I like Batman.
That movie's infinitely quotable from the second I saw it. It like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was quoting Arnold Schwarzenegger that afternoon.
You were quoting it in.
It doesn't mean I like the movie.
Everybody, please.
Yeah, I do the voice, his accent all the time. Doesn't mean I like the movie.
But do you know what killed the dinosaurs?
The Ice Age.
The Ice Age.
That's correct.
The Ice Age. Do it now. Yeah, doesn't mean I like the movie.
But it's so perplexing that you, at 10 years old, this is one of the biggest like teenage movies or like kid movies at the time. Somehow you walked out and you said, "Mom, pick me up from this shit." And you picked up on the rotary phone. "Hey, Mom, pick me up from this shit."
There's a phone.
He put coins into the rotary phone.
Yeah,
there's a phone. There's a phone in the
is.
theater.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Yes,
you still have to pay though.
"Mom, pick me up. You need to get a refund."
"Mom, it's 1997. I need you to pick me up." Well, what do you mean it's ridiculous?
Back then, things were more simpler. There weren't people like trying to kidnap young males, preferably African American males, for safe.
I don't think there's ever a time where people were kidnapping African American males. Only maybe in the 1800s, but there's never. That's the only time. I think there was no other time since then that people were kidnapping African American males. So I feel like you were not worried. You shouldn't have been worried at that point. But I mean, in either case, I mean, I sat through the movie. I'm not gonna lie, the party I was with, if you guys are listening, you guys know who you are. It came at one point, it was starting to just be jokes. I'm not gonna lie, I was being an asshole at certain points. When some jokes were being said, literally nobody would laugh, and I would be like, I'll just start laughing, and then people started laughing because I mean, none of these jokes were good. Nothing landed. Well, also maybe one or two, but they're so bad I can't remember them. But yeah, this movie, my theater was empty, absolutely empty. And it was just a really horrible experience. I felt so bad about bringing people, forcing other people to come with me to watch this movie that I went ahead and paid. There was another couple that went with me. My wife, she couldn't go, so I begged this other couple to come. They're like, sure, I mean, we love the DCEU. We'll go ahead and do it. I felt so bad for dragging them out. They had been out all day. Literally came home and rushed to the theater with me to watch at 8 o'clock at night. And I went ahead and just paid for their tickets. I felt such guilt for having other people watch this movie that I went ahead and paid for their tickets.
Is this after they blocked you because they took him? You asked him to go to the theater to see this movie.
Well, I want to
They
take.
blocked you.
Yeah, I want to ask them if they want to go see John Wick, and I've been kind of scared to do that because I'm like I kind of already burnt that bridge.
The old switcheroo.
Yeah, right.
But got him.
Yeah, I felt bad because I had them go see this horrible ass movie, and
All right.
yeah, I mean, what did you guys think? Like, what was your guys' experience going to see Shazam 2?
Who wants to go?
Well, I mean,
Well,
I
I
went.
disagree. I enjoyed
What?
this movie. Yeah, I actually did.
Go
I
on.
had fun. I thought it was interesting. It was very creative. I had a good time all around.
Can we ask a question?
Sure.
Were you under the influence at all? Did you go there? Was it like a drinking? Like you could drink? Could you do
No.
coke? Like what?
Are you high?
Surprisingly, I was sober. Surprisingly,
Wow.
and yes, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Did anyone
Well,
give you
I
money?
will.
Did Ezra Miller give you money?
Yeah, he's like,
No, he's deep in underground in a bunker.
yeah. We
Now,
can't
that's
reach
not
him.
to say that it's the best DC movie that's ever been made, but I did enjoy it. I thought it was lighthearted, and I thought it was a fun movie.
Well, yeah, expectations for this one are not going to be very high.
I think that helped also. My
didn't-
expectations weren't high.
Yeah.
I disliked the first Shazam movie. I disliked it very much, and I hate Zachary Levi in this role. I hated him in the first movie. I
is
wanted to
miscast,
punch
yeah.
his face.
Yeah.
And then in this movie, every time he was on the screen, I wanted to punch his face. Maybe I watched a lot of Ed Underground's KI streams before watching this movie because
Makes no sense. If anything, you'll be lighthearted, joyful, full of vigor.
I too enjoyed this movie.
Wow.
Now
Wow.
maybe it's exposure
was
to
right.
KI. Maybe it's the
Maybe it
exposure to the
is.
KI, and my brain was a bubbly mess. But I don't know what happened. But no, I too enjoyed the movie. Now I went in there like this. Like, I mean,
Yeah, same here. I was like, oh, this movie's going to be horrible.
come on, it's 1:30 already. You know, I was like all pissed off. Like, I mean, the day's gonna be ruined. I gotta watch this for this dumb podcast I'm on.
Yeah.
Come on.
that's
Yeah,
how I felt.
I was pissed off. But yeah, you know what? I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed a lot about the movie, actually, to be honest with you. Really just sorry about that. Just reflecting.
So unprofessional.
Zachary Levi calling him like,
Zachary
yeah.
Levi
Did
calling
you get
him.
my
Oh,
check?
dear.
No, he's like, I heard you,
Did you
bitch.
get my
check? Did you cash it already?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, hey,
Who the hell is
somebody has
that?
us.
Yeah, good job, Darkseid. Go ahead.
Was that him, Zachary Levi in the corner?
Yeah,
listening to
listen to the podcast. All right, go ahead, Waldo. Darkseid's preoccupied.
Technical
Technical
I thought it
difficulties.
was very
So
yeah, I
Zachary
thought it was
said hi.
creative. I thought it was fun. I liked the whole more magical aspect of it. You know, I thought the story it was fun. I mean, if you view it as like a sort of adventure type movie, I thought it was very enjoyable. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, but that I had a good time watching it.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I will also say, like, the I like the cast a lot. I like I hate it. Like I said, I went in like this. I went in angry that I had to see this, and Zachary Levi made me go, this fucking asshole. But as the side characters, the family characters, kind of all their stupid corny jokes, which were corny, but some of them I found amusing. Uh, I don't mind. Here's the thing: I have a soft spot for magic in the DC universe. I really like magic in the DC universe. My, I talked about, I'm not going to bring up Swamp Thing again, but he's part of a set of characters in the Justice League Dark Universe that I can't wait to see when they make a movie out of. So
I thought that was gonna be like the special character that everyone was talking about because I didn't ruin it for myself. I didn't know it was gonna be Wonder Woman. But I
Oh,
was
I want
like,
to say
I'm
something
like,
about
this would
this.
be a kind of a weird
Also,
way to introduce Swamp Thing when the other
Oh,
creatures were plant based.
well, yeah, I was, yeah, it could have been any number of characters, especially when the Rock of Eternity has, like they showed the cool doors to any universe, which is cool. So
Yeah, that
there's a
was
lot
cool.
of
So,
cool stuff you could do there. But no, going back to the movie, I didn't mind the simplistic plot. I didn't mind the bad guys, the Daughters of Atlas, I think they were called.
the Daughters of Atlas, yeah.
Daughters of Atlas, the one third daughter was very telegraphed, like you could tell right
Yeah, that
away.
was dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, it was dumb. But I didn't mind, like I said, I didn't mind. It was stupid. But I like if it was just Shazam in this movie fighting the Daughters of Atlas, this movie would suck. I liked the family. I liked his foster brothers and sisters and all their individual problems that they're having. You know what I mean? I like that dynamic and that they had to like work as a family and that literal cheesiness of that. I found enjoying, in special, especially in light of Ant-Man, like how much it made me just think of how much I disliked Ant-Man in retrospect to the point where I had to go look up on I use an app called Letterbox to track my
Oh
film
yeah.
reviews. So I looked up what I gave Ant-Man because I was like, I really like this movie more. I'd rather rewatch this movie than ever rewatch Ant-Man. And I was like, I have to score this a little bit higher. So no, I did thoroughly enjoy the film experience on its own. Hate Zachary Levi though.
And
you
All right,
got that
go
sweet
ahead.
paycheck though. So I went into this movie with no expectations, and I actually missed 5 minutes of it, and I didn't care. So watching this movie, I I think there are some good parts in the movie, but a lot of things in this movie I just felt were dumb, forced, campy. I mean,
there was a lot of camp,
we're making
but I
campfires
am
in
a
the
sucker for
theater.
camp. So
Making campfires in the theater. Like, hey, you got some marshmallows? Yeah, I got some. Yeah, this a lot of this movie. It just seemed like the uh, the hype of the first one. Actually, I think the first one was good up until the end. I didn't quite like the end, but it felt like a lot of that was missing in this second movie. And my first gripe with this movie was first off, all the actors and actresses I think were good, no complaints, except Zachary Levi. I think there is a slight disconnect between him playing Shazam and the kid. The kid seemed more mature in his kid form than Zachary as Shazam. Shazam seemed more of a kid than the actual kid. So I felt it was like a disconnect between. I couldn't tell if it was the same person or not. That's just
you're
my.
right. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, it just seemed like, okay, wait, this is the same kid, right? Because it didn't seem like that to me.
Yeah, I could agree that they're even though we didn't see a lot of Billy in
We
the
didn't.
movie, but I can agree that like you were to if you were to play Shazam or if you were to play Shazam and you
Captain
were
Marvel, damn it.
Captain Marvel, come on, I'm an OG, I gotta say it like it
They can't
is.
use that name apparently. No.
No. So if you were to play Shazam, then you'd have to be like, all right, I'm an adult version of this child. Hey, let's get together with this young actor and let's work on our ticks and mannerisms so we could be like.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
totally
Yeah.
agree with you that there was a disconnect between the two actors, and that it was just like he filmed his scenes and he filmed his scenes,
Yeah.
and there was
You
no
know,
like. I totally agree with you there.
his Shazam's mannerisms actually are more closer to the other guy, the friend.
Yeah, the friend. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah,
What's his name?
Yes.
Freddie.
Freddie.
Yes. So
Yeah,
even
Freddie.
speaking
Freddie should
about
have
that,
been Billy Batson.
Speaking about that, so
Mhm.
I haven't seen Shazam 1 in a long time. I actually forgot who played Billy. So
Mhm.
walking into the theater, like I said, I was 5 minutes late, so I don't know what was going on in between that time. Um, when they were in the school, the kid with the scruffy hair, Frankie, whatever his name is.
You literally just said his name.
Okay, whatever. You know what his name.
Mhm.
For a second, I thought that was Shazam
Okay.
because they had the same mannerisms. Because I haven't seen the first movie in a long time. So I'm
Okay, I haven't seen the first movie in a long time, and I don't think I had that
well,
confusion.
Well, he
I
didn't.
did for a minute.
He missed the first 5 minutes or whatever his thing is.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, I could. Yeah, I guess I can see what he's saying.
Oh, and another thing too, that whole the one of the Atlantis, whatever daughters,
Atlas.
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 Yes. I don't care about this movie. The Atlas daughters, the young
Care
one.
about Greek
Hold on,
The
mythology
hold on.
at
youngest one.
least.
Hold on.
Yeah.
The one that looked young. I'll just say
Mm.
that. I felt that was so forced with
Yeah, I think we agree with you on that as
yeah.
well. But these characters were exclusively made for the movie, right? There's no.
I
I
don't
have no
know.
idea. They seem like
That's what
characters you
I-
could easily could have been used in a comic book at some point.
Yeah, I think I heard that somewhere that they were specifically made for the movie
Here's the
to
thing.
allow them to give them more creative freedom.
Okay, it's possible. It's possible. But here's the thing that DC Universe, especially the uh, Wonder Woman side of DC Universe, draws heavily on Greek mythology. So,
Yes.
like a lot, they scrape the barrel pretty clean on
Yeah.
everything they can. So, if these characters exist in some obscure Wonder Woman issue from 80 years ago, you know what I mean? Like, it's possible. But I mean, I could see them as original characters too, or based on some kind of version of some character from some part of that,
Oh, and
franchise.
also these daughters of Valentia, whatever.
Jesus Christ.
You keep changing
Jesus
it.
Christ.
I don't
Atlantis,
care about
Atlantis
this.
to Atlantia.
Atlas.
Whatever.
Atlas, dude. Atlas.
Okay, the daughters of Atlas. They just did not come across as like a threat to me. Like they didn't come across
What are you
as like
talking about? They turned everyone into
I disagree on
fucking
that one.
stone
No.
and dust
I li-
at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
so I haven't
like
seen the
them.
first 5 minutes.
They
so,
killed a lot of people in this
Okay,
movie.
it just didn't.
When you compare it to the last movie.
They to me they came across as like a side boss, like the
Well, you're very
side
much
boss.
correct. There is a main boss, and we might want to touch on this. There is a very main arch enemy boss who should have been in this movie. Which Creamcast, I don't know. You want to shed some light on this one? Late breaking news here.
Not done yet though.
So Creamcast,
go ahead.
Who was the main boss that basically Shazam has to face?
Shut up. Ed's not done talking.
Black Adam. That'd be awesome.
Ed, go ahead, Ed. Finish what you were saying.
You know how.
All right, so Black Adam was supposed to.
I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
But in Mortal Kombat, you have to fight Goro before you fight Shao Kahn, right? Now Goro, he's a threat, but when you see Shao Kahn, you're like, oh crap. Well, okay, I don't want to fight that dude either, but I gotta fight Goro first to get to him.
Isn't
in this
it Shang
movie,
Tsung?
well, yeah, okay. So Shang.
Hold on, fight Goro first, then Shang Tsung.
Big fan.
See, I'm talking about
Get
Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 2. That's how memorable.
You said Mortal Kombat. You did not say Mortal Kombat 2.
Well, I can say Mortal Kombat. It could be any Mortal Kombat.
The specific title, Mortal Kombat.
All right, so let's talk about
Mortal
Mortal Kombat
Kombat
1 then. Mortal Kombat 1.
Wasn't Mortal Kombat 2 the tiger guy? I forgot what his name was. Kintaro.
Yeah, Kintaro.
Yeah.
So you got that wrong too, son.
But there is in Mortal Kombat, we have to fight Goro first before you fight Shao Kahn. So
yeah, but most people would regard Goro. Most people's references.
Goro's
are
more
Goro.
memorable.
Yeah, so
he's more memorable.
So you are wrong.
But if you're talking about where you fight Shao Kahn, I think that's Mortal Kombat 3. Isn't that Shiva that you gotta fight instead of Goro?
Ed,
no, Shiva is in
Just
Mortal Kombat 3.
Those L's.
But you can pick
Shiva. I'm pretty sure
you can pick Shiva.
Ed, do you even like Mortal Kombat?
Character.
I guess not.
But no, I think
I
think in the game, if you're talking about specifically the game,
he was a main character.
You fight Shiva before you fight Shao Kahn.
I don't
Ooh,
think I don't know.
Ed,
I can't
you are
confirm on
just
that,
taking
but
L,
you can
son.
pick Shiva
And you are being dragged
and
through
you
a
own Mortal
franchise
Kombat
right
3.
now. You are
You
being
are.
dragged.
You can
Oh
Damn.
pick
my god.
Shiva. In
Damn.
every other game, you can't pick the boss character unless you unlock them. So Shiva
Mhm.
was unlockable when you
Ed, I
purchased the
urge
game.
you to get off your own metaphor. You are being destroyed here. Switch metaphors.
I am not being
Switch
destroyed,
metaphors.
but anyways, they just didn't seem like a major threat. I don't know. They're good actresses. They just didn't come across in my
Actors.
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 actors, tomato.
How
They,
dare
What's
you?
in
what's
my
Chat
opinion,
GPT?
I
ChatGPT.
Chevy Cheat, that's the bot.
That's the bot, the AI
Yeah,
bot.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
You know what? Little by little, I do think that it's true. Ed is basically just a Chat GPT.
how
He's just
so?
throwing random like word soup out of his mouth, not
No,
even
Yeah.
knowing what he's talking
I
about.
know what I'm talking about.
You know what? And we
But
wouldn't notice either if it was true. So it could
That
be
is true.
ChatGPT.
oh, it's definitely true. But anyways,
Mm.
they just didn't come across as a final boss to me. And Lucy Liu's a great actor, actress, whatever you want to say.
Mhm.
I just don't think, in my opinion, that this was the best role for her. Like I said, they're all good actors. Just the the way the story was written, I didn't feel like they couldn't save it. Not even Wonder Woman could save this movie.
I mean, she
My
showed
opinion.
up in this movie, and like, did anyone care?
Oh, and thank you for ruining
really.
it. I already knew she was in it, but you mentioned that she was in it.
I did mention it, and you said you already knew, so I didn't
You
really
mentioned
mention
Yeah.
it before I said I already knew.
Yeah, but you said you already
Yeah,
saw
but
her at
And
the end.
look,
if I didn't know, you would have ruined it for me.
Ed,
Yes,
and if
that was my
you've
intention.
forgotten,
Yeah.
Darkseid has vowed to
Yes.
ruin
Every
one
movie for
important
you.
movie
One
for
important
you
movie
Well,
was
he
here.
has
because
yet
you
to do
did it to
that.
him.
Yeah.
No, I
So
gave him
just be
a
aware.
And you
no,
said
I
quote.
gave
You
a
said
score.
quote.
Hold
You
on.
said
I gave a
quote.
score. I did not give out a major plot point or
That's true.
cameo
He
or
did.
anything
That's
like that.
true.
That's true. That's true. But when
So,
I
booyah.
pushed back on it, you criticized me and said if you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen or something like
Oh.
that. You
Yes.
said, "Hey,
Oh.
I'm going to spoiler town." You said, "Bring it," and I said, "Okay."
I
fine.
didn't say that. And the kitchen
Yeah,
is
you
still
were talking
hot and
mad
you're still
shit.
not in it.
All
But
right,
He
well,
was
man, the
talking
kitchen's
that
on
shit.
fire,
the
man,
kitchen is
and
still
it's gonna
hot
keep
and you're still
burning.
not in it.
He was talking all that shit. And,
Kitchen is still
You were
hot.
talking, hey, I have witnesses here. You were going pretty hard on
Yeah,
the
you
Kitchen
were.
is
kitchen.
still hot.
You were going deep.
yeah.
Kitchen is
So
still
Yeah.
hot.
I'm just bringing it, and you know what, Ed?
Well,
The year's just begun.
all I got was cold food from you, but anyways,
So you're saying you knew about the Wonder Woman
I knew about it from
cameo?
IGN.
Okay, now did it do anything for you? Did you see it? Did you go like, oh, was your mind blown? Were you going like, oh my god? Like, did you have the Henry Cavill reaction at end of
No,
no, it was not a Henry Cavill.
it was
moment.
not a him. It was a even though I knew what was happening, it was a like, whoa, this is actually happening type thing. But it wasn't like a Henry Cavill thing. That was like, whoa, ho, ho, okay, this is happening type thing. Like, wow, this is unexpected. This, on the other hand, was like, it was cool, but
Was it cool?
unnecessary.
Was it cool? She literally showed up at the end and
Like I
MacGuffined
said,
her like the whole plot.
unnecessary.
It's like,
Like I
oh,
It
said,
okay.
was.
Yeah.
unnecessary.
It was the
think it was
little
a waste of a
definition of,
cameo.
was it Deus Ex?
It was the
Machina?
ultimate day. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, she literally snapped him back to life and was like, "All right, I'll see you guys later."
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Unnecessary. They could have
Uh,
done. They could have bring her in there, or rather, don't bring her in there at all, because that was just like a waste of a cameo. That was
mhm.
just a waste of like.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she got paid a lot of money. For it.
I like the first Wonder Woman cameo in the movie where it was just like the original, like they didn't show the head.
That like I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah.
So
The
when I
same thing
saw
they did
that,
with
I thought they
Superman.
would just
Yeah.
stick with that.
Well, yeah, the same thing they did at the end of the first movie. I thought
Yeah.
that I liked it. I liked the idea of it. I liked the little twist on it.
Yeah,
I liked that a
lot.
lot. I was like, okay, this is kind of playing in the same territory as the first semi cameo that we had. I like
Yeah,
it. And then they
but-
kind of ruined it by like it was just such a phoned in moment too.
Well,
When
everything
she
else
actually does show up.
everything else I just didn't like. I thought the design of um uh, the unicorn is actually pretty cool when it was given birth in the cave. I thought that was pretty cool to see
Oh
like
yeah,
an
unicorns were cool. Yeah.
yeah, they were to
I
see
thought
an
a lot of
actual.
the creatures were cool
The
because they were
dragon was
basically
cool. I
just
will say the dragon
mythical
was cool.
creatures.
Well, the
Oh
other
yeah, the wooden
creatures,
dragon.
the other creatures, no, drinkers, the other creatures, they were like, okay, it's whatever. But to see those like type of unicorns, I thought was pretty cool. I haven't seen that in the movie before, so I thought that was pretty cool. But everything else, like the Skittles comments, all the jokes that did not land.
Oh yeah, the Skittles thing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was
It's
just
the
okay.
rainbow.
I'm done.
Yeah, that was
There's
pretty
a
corny.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of corny moments. Yeah.
that scene before that when the unicorn was giving birth or was getting born. I thought that was actually pretty cool to like see his eyes like that and stuff like that. But then when that Skittles thing happened, that just like ruined it for me. Like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I was already done with the movie, but that like kind of gave like a glimpse of hope, like, oh, that's actually a cool unicorn. But then boom, okay, no.
Now, did you guys like the
Oh,
family?
and two people walked out. Two people
Young Ed
walked out.
Undergrounds. Young Ed
Yeah.
Undergrounds. Probably.
Hey,
Pretty much.
gotta do what you gotta do.
Did we like what?
Do you like the Step Family? The other heroes?
Yeah.
Like Captain Marvel Jr.
Yeah.
So I like the first movie.
Mary.
Mary Marvel. She was
Mhm.
great. I actually liked her a lot in it. I would rather watch a Mary Marvel movie.
Yeah, that'd be cool as hell.
Yeah, she's an interesting character in the comics.
You know who I actually kind of missed, but I think they're probably gonna complete this regard. Mr. Mind.
Okay, did you
'Cause
watch
they
the
did-
did you watch the last cameo? Did the last stinger?
No, he's in there again.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
That was a
All right.
waste of a stinger.
Because
No, I love that stinger. So it's like
I love Mr. Mind.
okay, so I mean, I'm gonna like spoil it here, but I agreed to should know. Do you remember the first stinger for the first movie was Mark Strong? He was in jail, and Mr. Mind shows up.
Yeah.
So it's basically it's the same scene. Mark Strong has been waiting in
For
prison.
2
He's grown a
years.
beard, and he shows up. The Mr. Mind shows up again, and Mark Strong's like, "Hey, where the hell you been? It's been 3 years, and he's written all kinds of
2 years.
crazy. Yeah, 2 years. It's written all kinds of crazy things on the wall. And it's just they kind of played it up as a joke that, hey, I'm really small. I'm an insect. It takes me forever to get everywhere. And it's like, well, wait, I forgot something. I'll be right back. So it was a joke. I don't know if they're taking it seriously or this is going to be. I kind of like the idea of using the last stinger as a continuous joke. If they were doing that for Mr. Mind, like he's never going to show up, but and Mark Strong is getting older and older. I really, for that reason alone, I'd love Shazam 3 just to see
That'd
that.
be cool. Yeah, he comes back and there's just like a pile of bones.
I actually rather see that like somewhere in the end of the movie rather than the stinger, because I was just already done with the movie, and I don't want to sit through another 2-3 minutes just to see that. Like I'm done with the movie.
Well, I mean, that's not
that was the movie was good.
That stinger was not made for you. That stinger was made for people who liked that character and understood that reference.
No,
if
I
you
like
didn't
that character.
understand that reference, I was cracking up at that stinger. I was the only one in the theater.
Well, you like the movie too.
There was a guy sweeping popcorn. Everyone had left, and I was there, and I was going, "Are you guys seeing this? It's the same thing."
No, because everyone left because they didn't like the movie. You're the only one.
They hated
Robert
the
De Niro.
Yeah, they hated the movie.
So, like
what's that movie?
What?
Where he's trying to he's stalking the lawyer.
I don't know that movie.
Robert De Niro, where he's laughing like a maniac in the theater.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Scorsese, and I forgot the name.
That's how you were.
Cape Fear. Yeah.
Like I was saying, if I had liked the movie, then I think that stinger would have, made me like it.
All right, guys.
I was done with it.
You know what? Creamcast has been oddly quiet.
Way too quiet.
And he's just pissed off right now. And you know what?
It's
time to unleash the floodgates.
The rage.
Ladies and gentlemen, please lower your volume now. Seek shelter. Creamcast.
This movie was complete ass. You guys are absolute idiots. I don't know how you enjoy this movie.
Hold on. 2. Not 3.
No, he doesn't, because if he truly didn't like it, he would have walked out a la Batman and Robin. No, because I don't have a history of walking out in bad movies.
Ed is.
I've only walked out of one movie. That was
Yes,
that Batman and
and
Robin.
somehow you didn't walk out of this. That
Ed had
means-
more
I
testosterone in
only didn't
1997 than he
walk
had
out.
now.
apparently
I only
like,
didn't walk out because of this podcast.
The Ed Underground
Alright.
back in the day, that was a real man.
Boom.
And when he was
Mhm.
10, I mean, he was probably smoking 10 Newports, drinking a 40, had like 8 kids at that point in time, driving an old school Buick and shit. Like, had to work, he worked 2 12-hour shifts a day. Like, this is the type, that was a man's
Had a
man.
gangster ling too
Yeah, apparently. But this movie, you stayed for it. So you are not,
because of the podcast.
you and I are not the same.
Wait,
this
so
movie-
what's the last movie you walked out of?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the only
You're
movie
the
I
only
walked
one that
out of.
walks out of movies.
That's,
Yeah.
Just Batman, that's it?
that's what I've been
Said,
saying the whole time.
what a statement.
Wow.
What a
So
statement.
that's it. In your whole life,
Yes.
that's the only movie you walked
That's
out
the only
of.
movie.
Wow.
As we
Wow.
brought this up before. The man sat through Dragon Ball Evolution and said, "This is fine."
Yeah, he thinks
But
he's
he-
like, this is
Great.
No,
good.
I did not say it was fine.
Well, I mean,
You-
we
So what
were
did you walk
we
out
were
of
in
it?
the theater with you.
You two brought me to see Dragon Ball Evolution.
If I remember correctly,
I remember.
Why
If I remember
are you
correctly-
spinning it like this.
yeah, I remember
We
correctly
didn't
when you
bring you
came
there
out.
unwillingly. You wanted to go.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you guys
I
came
don't
out,
mind going. It's a Dragon Ball movie.
Ed didn't Ed do
I
like a
wanted to
chef's
see
kiss?
Batman and Robin.
He said,
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
man, I can't wait to make the second
Yeah.
one because obviously
False.
Piccolo's coming back. And Ed, you
False.
were excited about Dragon Ball
False.
Evolution.
I was
You-
not. I was excited beforehand. Also to see Batman and Robin.
That's even worse. If you saw the trailer and you were like, "This is great," I'm excited to see this movie.
Yeah.
No,
That's
I didn't
even
say
worse.
I didn't say it was great.
Ed,
I
You
was-
said you were excited. You said
said
you were
I was-
excited.
you said that
I
was
had
about
an
Goku.
open mind to see it. Open mind to see it.
And didn't you want to do your hair just like that white guy did? That
You
white
did.
Goku?
I remember.
No.
Yes,
I remember
yeah,
you
yeah.
talked about it.
growing your
God,
hair
no.
out.
You
Yes.
talked about it.
Hold
You
on. Not
Yeah, you wanted to relax your hair, I think. And
yeah,
just
but
hair like
for-
really
because
long.
of someone else, not because of that one of the
Andre
movies.
3000.
Well,
No.
well, Game Face.
Well, actually, it was in
Well,
the
Game
script,
Face
but
says
nah.
a movie ticket is $16. Who's walking out? See, the $16 now. Back in the
Back
day,
then,
when
it
it
was
was
1997.
$7.
1997, that was
1997
that was
matinee.
$10. That was $10, and then
Matinee.
if you
Matinee.
do, yeah,
450.
oh, maybe 450.
Probably.
But then
Yeah.
if you do based on inflation, that's like 50
Mhm.
bucks.
That's like 50
so
bucks, yeah.
I mean, obviously the person who's walking out of the theater is Ed Underground. He's still doing it to this day. But now for him, I mean, he's becoming a menace at this point. I mean, he's literally terrorizing movie theaters. When movie theaters see him, they're like, "Oh shit!" Like they try to give him the VIP
Be on
treatment.
your
because-
game. Be
Yeah,
on your
he
game.
literally just walks out of movies all the time.
Mhm.
It's absolutely ridiculous. He must be stopped. This movie was trash, guys. I don't know why. I mean,
Damn.
granted, I went in with zero expectation as well.
Sure.
And
Mhm.
about halfway through the movie, I'm like, I want to walk out, but I had a journalistic integrity and I had to make sure that I actually saw this movie for the podcast. That
Mm.
movie, it was horrible. I thought all the little punchlines, there's one or two little punchlines. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. But when
Mhm.
they brought the skills thing, like, so it was funny. The group that I was with, he was like, hey, the guy was like, hey, who do you think that girl is? He's like, I think that he thought that girl was, I think he think that was possibly like another Shazam or something like that, and blah blah. I'm like, no, she's obviously one of the gods. She's the third sister that they didn't talk about. I'm like, she's way too conveniently placed, way too
Mhm.
much interest into Freddy.
Freddie.
Yeah, it was like, nah, it's completely obvious. And then
Mm.
boom, lo and behold, she shows up. Another thing, when they're talking about the unicorns, they're like, oh, they're the most fearsome characters ever. Like they only need the ambrosia. They only heal to the ambrosia of
That
the
is
gods.
so dumb.
I was like, I literally turned to them. I'm like, they're talking about the fucking Skittles because they literally focus so much on the damn Skittles.
So
I was
Yeah,
like, I was like, yeah, it has to be the Skittles. And sure enough, boom,
Have
what
you
happens?
not heard of product placement?
No,
Alright.
that's
No, they're-
beyond product placement. It's like
So
it's
that
like
whole
Taste the
ambrosia-
rainbow, bitch.
That whole
Yeah.
ambrosia thing, when she threw the Skittles, I didn't know she was top of the top of the ambrosia thing. I was like, wondering why in the world are you throwing Skittles? And then they say like, oh my god, I just want to. I'm done.
Well, see,
I'm
well,
done.
Ed. Like I said, once again, we're not the same. I
Ed.
pretty much knew this entire movie.
I knew everything
from-
else because
from-
that part, like, how do you get ambrosia with Skittles? Like, right?
What? No,
But
that's
they've literally described what ambrosia is. And
Yes.
you should
Yeah.
have been able
Yes,
to be like,
but
okay.
still, like, it was just.
that's once again, Ed. That's why
I was already
we're-
zoned out of this
That's
movie
why we're not
because
the
it was so
same.
dumb.
That's why we're not the same. I already
Oh, I got
knew.
bonus stuff.
that
I got
I
the
was-
whole the high school forced romance thing with. Oh, also by the way, so creepy. But okay, so the girl is what 1,000 years
She
older.
said she was
8,000.
6,000.
Yeah, okay, they
She said
make
she was
these
6,000
Or
years
jokes.
old.
6, yeah, 6.
They
Yeah.
they make these jokes. There's a lot of young older women jokes in the movie. They also do the same thing with one woman where
Yeah,
he's into her. Yeah. There's a lot of
Yeah.
those jokes.
I guarantee you, if it was flipped, it would not be accepted. I guarantee you, if it was flipped, it would not be accepted. If a guy was 1,000 years older
1,000 years older.
and
You've never
No,
watched
no.
Twilight?
I don't.
Twilight. I was
You
gonna
haven't
say
watched Twilight?
vampires.
Oh,
Yeah,
come
vampires.
on.
They literally do that shit all the time.
Oh,
Boom,
come on.
boom.
Time. Hey,
Boom.
let's turn to our resident Twilight expert here. Creepcast, school him.
Our resident tween.
Hey, you guys are saying like I'll be ashamed to say that.
Hit him with
I
that
watched it.
Vampire Diaries.
Wait, what team are you
Yeah,
on?
Vampire
What team are
Diaries.
you on?
Let me tell you about True Blood, like Suki. Like, yeah, I know all that shit.
What team are you on?
What for?
Team Jacob or Team Edward?
Oh, I'm Team Edward 100%. Fuck that.
Boom, baby.
Edward. Which one was Edward?
The vampire.
This
The
one.
Vampire.
Oh, okay.
The
You're the
gothy
vampire. All right.
vampire. Yeah. But no, like the thing is, it's like the movie was predictable the entire time. I pretty much before every plot point got
You
told.
didn't think I was laughing like crazy when she was reading the letter, their
That was hilarious.
their like demands.
You know, that's funny.
That was
funny.
hilarious.
That was, I would say, hilarious. Hilarious to be like, ha ha ha.
No, that was hilarious.
Come on,
That was
that was
cracking up.
funny. I
That
thought
was
it was
that was
funny.
genuine.
Yeah.
It kept going and it kept getting funnier because I was like, they're gonna end it now. They're gonna end it now. And it kept getting like I forgot what they ended up talking about at the end of the letter.
Yeah. I mean, they
Wait,
just
hold
signed
on.
up with it. Signed a letter.
Yeah.
So Game Face is saying save Shazam 2 for streaming at home. I would say save it for
Yes.
So
Yes.
I have
Yeah,
a residential.
streaming at home.
hold on,
Yes,
hold on.
the answer is yes.
Hold on.
Game
Yeah.
Face.
I have a
To
residential.
save you a long story that's coming up.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on, no,
Yeah,
no,
go
no,
ahead and
hold
save
on.
it.
No, because you'll be paying what $15 or something a month for that.
HBO Max, Game
Hold on.
Face,
No,
HBO Max.
Hold on. I would say I have a residential DVD man that goes around the town, and he actually has
Where
DVDs.
do you live that you get a? That's
DVD
like a
man
crackhead.
walking around.
Are you talking about crackhead? Is that what you have around?
I don't think it does drugs.
Who has a DVD player at this point that a DVD man will be able to sell you anything?
to enough
he
to
has it.
actually get some rock?
Yeah,
has
is this a crackhead? Are you talking about the crackhead across the street?
Is
From
he
what I
selling
know-
sneakers too?
Yeah.
No, he does not. He actually
Does he
Do
sell
not
watches?
buy any of
Come
his
on,
DVDs.
Does he sell
Yes,
watches? Does he like
no,
open? Does he
just
open?
DVDs.
Does when he opens his trench
His name
coat?
is DVD Man.
Does he open
not
his trench coat?
DVD
Does he wear clothes?
and Watchman. Wait, what?
Does like when he opens his trench coat? Does he have clothes? He's like, swipe your credit card through my ass crack, like type of
He's
thing. Like,
wearing
what's going-
clothes. He's wearing clothes.
Hey, where do you meet this guy?
He goes around
The
town.
dumpster.
Yeah,
He
he's
goes
like,
around
I'll
town.
meet you
I
behind
don't
the
know.
dumpster.
I don't know. He goes around town selling DVDs.
Sounds
Walking.
like an Oscar the Grouch situation.
No,
here.
well, it sounds
Yeah.
like you guys remember Resident Evil 4, the merchant.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
What
Look
are
at my
you buying?
wares.
What are you buying?
All I'm saying is, if you have a residential DVD man, wait till he comes around with the latest DVDs and
Hey,
just get it from him.
Hey, I think it was a very fair question. Where the hell do you live? Like in my neighborhood, you won't find a resident DVD man for at least 50 to 60 miles because
Then you
I live
have
in a
not
good
lived.
area.
I
So
live in a good area
Yeah.
too.
you
just
obviously
have a
don't.
residential DVD man.
There's no resident where I live at.
There's no decent area
resident
that has a
DVD man.
DVD man.
Yeah, that's
And
a
I'm not
little much.
hating. I lived in some rough areas, but I'm
I
just
have
saying.
to.
Yeah, no, only in the
I
rough
guess
areas.
maybe
you see.
like Alaska where they don't have like
They still have
broadband
Blockbuster?
internet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they still have physical media. Maybe DVD Man can make it up there, but
And that-
even in rural Alaska, they've switched to Blu-rays. Though I don't understand. DVD Man
I'm
makes
sure he's
no
upgraded.
sense.
I'm sure he's
Yeah.
upgraded.
and streaming in that nice ass 480p. Talking about I'm watching the good stuff. Like you don't actually see a wooden. He didn't know the dragon was actually wooden. He just thought it was a brown dragon the entire time just from the pixelation. No, I mean this movie had its moments, but the acting seemed flat. Zachary Levi does not. He he is so
Terrible.
fucking
He's terrible.
annoying in this movie. And I had that was a really good call. I agree. The Billy Baston was it Billy
Batson.
Batson, there we go. Billy
Mhm.
Batson character versus the Shazam character. There's a
Yeah.
disconnect between the two actors. You have Billy Batson who's being very mature, like, I really gotta, start making these decisions. And then Zachary Levi, who's just like, hey, everything's a joke. It was just like, dude, he's not a good comedic actor to
Mhm.
this level. Like it's like he's a worse version of Jim Carrey in every role that he played as
I
in a
wouldn't even
comedy.
put.
Like,
I wouldn't even say that name connected to him at
well, I'm
all.
saying like Jim Carrey can play roles where it's comedy the entire movie. And you can relatively come out of it and be like, oh, that was a very entertaining movie. Like a good example, Bruce Almighty. He plays a comedy the entire time. I mean, you got Dumb and Dumber comedy the entire time. You have
The
what was it?
Mask.
The
We
Mask?
comparing
Yeah.
Jim Carrey to Zachary Levi.
No, I'm not comparing. What I'm saying is that
Insulting.
very few actors can play the comedy role the entire movie and actually carry it.
Oh,
Zachary Levi cannot do that. He couldn't do that in Shazam 1. It was
no,
annoying. And
it
then
was
in
terrible.
Shazam 2 is even worse. And the problem is that the other characters in this movie cannot save Zachary Levi's poor ass acting as Shazam. So the rest of the family, I don't think they could carry it. Like Megan Good constantly playing
I'm
the
not. I'm
little
not gonna
10-year-old
go.
girl,
I'm
like,
not gonna. She was
stupid.
funny. She was funny.
She was when
Yeah.
she did the whole Ambrosia thing. Like, okay,
There's a lot of like dumb little moments that she
this movie's
had.
not for us
that-
though. Like your sister
No,
said,
well
th-
right?
said.
this
Your
Well
sister
is
said.
said, like your
yeah.
sister said,
Well
this
said.
movie is not for us.
Not
And
for
the
us.
thing is that ultimately I can respect that. Now I could take a little kid. A lot of the innuendos that happen is gonna go right past them. They're not gonna understand what's going on.
Mhm.
But for us adults, like, we've seen in the past Marvel movies where people were cracking up laughing right at certain jokes. Like a good example, like in Endgame, when they were in the spaceship, like, who's Gamora, why is Gamora, how is Gamora,
Yeah.
like, that was a legitimately funny scene in the theaters. People were
Yeah.
cracking up. Every funny scene that happened in this movie, it was fucking crickets. It was already quiet as hell where you could
I
hear a
will
pin drop.
disagree. I will disagree. I laughed
No.
more in this movie than the last probably 4 Marvel movies. The
Well, okay, of
Marvel
course,
movie humor is
you're not
not
comparing.
Yeah,
good.
this had better jokes
Yeah,
I
than
will
the last
absolutely
Marvel
disagree.
movies.
No, but
Absolutely disagree.
we're not
You
talking about
you thought Ant-Man
Marvel.
was funnier.
No,
I
I
think it's
think
on the
Ant-Man was
same
funny.
level as Ant-Man.
Yeah, it was same level.
Ant-Man should have been funnier than this. It has a
Ant-Man should have been a
way
lot
more
of things.
charismatic, way more funnier main actor who
Mhm.
was, I'm not gonna put the blame
Paul Rudd.
on Paul Rudd's shoulders on Ant-Man. I think that's beyond him, but because he's just great. But Zachary Levi, and I'll disagree with you. I don't think Zachary Levi's acting was poor. I just think I think we said earlier, he's miscast. His performance, like his depiction of the character,
It's piss poor.
But that's
off
his fault,
base.
though.
I will give you that though. I will give you that he might be good. He's miscast for this role. I'm not
Yeah.
saying he's a terrible actor in this. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll take it back a little bit.
I
Yes,
love
but
his
for this
energy.
role, yeah,
I
his
love his
energy's fine.
energy.
Like,
Yeah.
It's
if
wrong
he was
direction.
if he was not Shazam and he was playing another role where he could be a little bit more serious and then go into comedy every once in a while, I think he'll be good for like little comedy bits here and there. But Shazam is a movie where it's all jokes all the time. And the
Yeah.
thing is that like Zachary Levi, his skills don't necessarily uh like contribute to that. Like he needs to find a different role. And I'm glad that I'm hoping that Shazam dies with this movie. I hope that Shazam gets redone later in the future.
Dies
Well,
with
He
Flash
for
Gordon.
sure is going to be.
It's over for
redone.
Shazam. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
over
mean,
for
the death
these
nail is
movies.
there for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
Well, so I'm
last
saying,
one.
well, like, okay, so I mean, let's talk about like the elephant in the fucking room. Like,
Let's talk about it.
The budget for this movie was like 120 million. Box office opening weekend, they hit 68 million. So that's, I mean,
Is it 68 international? I thought it was 30 domestic.
I think it's 60 international altogether. It says total box office.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, like we can double check. We can double check.
I mean, like I said, it's a lot of money, but for this day and age, for that kind of movie, that is the death nail in the coffin. Right. So Twitter and the internet is abuzz with excuses galore from everyone. I have never seen so many takes and excuses in my life for a movie. Everyone has an opinion on why Shazam 2 failed. I'll just go over some of the ones that I saw, and I was going to forward it in the chat. One of the best ones I saw is because Zachary Levi was too right wing, and he had some anti-vax.
What?
Yeah. He has apparently he made an anti-vax statement, and I forgot the website, but somebody said that's the reason why this movie failed. So I'd never seen that one, but I'm saying I'm going through the Google news feed. Everyone has a reason. That was the craziest one I've seen, but everyone was, we'll get to, I think Creamcast is getting around to the big, like you said, the elephant in the room, the Black Adam. Yeah, question. But one of the biggest things is that people have said WB didn't market this movie enough. I will disagree because I saw this trailer 1,000 times for this damn movie.
I did as well.
And maybe it's because I hate Zachary Levi that every time his ass appeared on the screen, I was like, this goddamn movie better come out. I disagree, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. I think just this didn't appeal to the audience.
It didn't. They even pushed this back because of Avatar 2.
Well, let's talk about it. So let's talk about it. So this movie, the 68 million, that's worldwide. So 60 million out of $120 million budget on the first opening weekend, when there's really no competition out right now for Shazam. The fact that it was the #1 movie in the box office, but like if you have nobody competing against you, congratulations.
And this weekend was its only chance to make money because next weekend it's not even gonna have a chance.
This week it's going to be John Wick.
It's John Wick.
I know. And John Wick's going to carry itself for I don't know how long.
Here's another thing too. They actually pushed this movie back because Avatar originally is supposed to come out around Avatar 2.
If it came out the same time as Avatar, this movie would have been destroyed straight to DVD. The DVD man would have had the Thursday night release of this movie. Ed would have met him behind the dumpster, and he's like, "Yo, I got the hot garbage ready for you."
It's not behind the dumpster; it's behind Myers.
Sure, whatever movie, whatever dumpster you want to be back. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. The thing is this. This movie is, I would say, is it worse than Wonder Woman 84? Absolutely not. It's not worse than Wonder Woman 84. Is it worse than Suicide Squad? Is it worse than Suicide Squad, the original one? No. I will still watch the Suicide Squad over this. But the fact that it's in the bottom...
Debatable.
Well, debatable. But let's say Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman 84, they're competing for spots 1 and 2. I think that's undisputed. The fact that this running a 3, what out of DCEU would be in the top 2 worst DC movies? Or worst DC movies?
Worst DC movies?
DCEU movies.
Of the top 2.
Yeah. Well, I'm going by stats. I'm going by actual numbers.
Batman v Superman.
Oh, stats. Well,
you're talking about box office? This has got to be the worst. This has got to be the worst.
Oh, this is going to be up there.
It's not the worst.
This is not. Oh, no, okay. You can't count Wonder Woman.
Well, no. You can't. Well, you can. But the thing is that they had excuses. They had excuses. It was COVID-19.
And Wonder Woman, yeah, they had a pandemic and they had simultaneous release on HBO Max. It was same day release as HBO.
Batman vs. Superman?
No. What I'm saying is, I'm talking about, you're already lost in the conversation. What I'm saying is that ultimately, this is the 3rd worst showing of a box office movie. Now,
but this one has no excuses.
This one has no excuses. This one, and this is what Darkseid was saying earlier, is that, hey, people are coming up with excuses for it, blah, blah, blah. There are no excuses for it. We're in the post-pandemic era. It didn't go straight to HBO Max. Ultimately, the other 2 worst movies were HBO Max.
It had plenty of marketing. I don't believe that for a second.
This movie,
plenty of marketing.
As Ed Underground said, this movie had been delayed to not compete with one of the biggest movies of, what was it, last year?
Last year.
So
I believe it is one of the biggest movies
of all time. But you know what I'm saying, like for a release. So Shazam Fury of the Gods had no excuse, and it barely did half of his budget of his movie budget. And now on top of that, it did worse for its opening than the first Shazam. The first Shazam debuted at a box office at $50 million. Yeah, $50 million.
I was shocked when I read how well the first Shazam did, because this is a better movie than the first.
Yeah, this is a better movie.
This is a better movie than the first Shazam.
One. Yeah, but
the only reason I can tell why this movie did poorly is because that first movie came out and people watched it because there's the Wednesday dance. There was a stupid. He was flossing in the trailer. Yeah. You guys remember him flossing in the trailer?
Flossing, why did you bring that up? I was so
pissed off. So at that time, back in the day, 2 years ago, flossing was all the rage. Everyone flossed.
But it makes sense though, because there is a kids movie. He's a kid. He's gonna floss. It's whatever.
Right. But so everyone saw that movie and it made a lot of money, right? And then, but I think everyone was like, "This movie sucks."
Yeah,
so
like people saw it afterwards.
Was announced. Yeah,
people saw it. No, go ahead.
What I'm getting at is the movie sucked. The trailer was not good, and the trailer was good enough for people to go see it, and the movie sucked.
Yeah.
And so when the sequel was announced, they were expecting, hey, you were gonna get that Shazam 1 money.
Yeah.
No, people, they had seen Shazam 1.
Yeah, they see. That's the problem. The problem is that when you base your success off of the movie's post box office debut, post theatrical release, you assume that, oh man, it's going to do really well. People like the name. No, people like not everybody's like the Ed Underground, right? People are not like the Ed Underground. They're going to go see a movie and then be like halfway through realize that this is a shit movie and get the refund. Most people, they're going to sit there and they're going to take it. They're going to be like, all right, this movie sucks, but I already paid my money, just like I did for Shazam 2.
Yeah,
I'm like, I already paid for it, so screw it. I mean, I'm just going to have to continue to watch it. So, with this movie, yeah, people are just not excited to see this movie. Like I said, on Sunday, like, let this be Avengers Endgame. You know, people were watching this movie every damn showing. Every showing, it was pretty much booked. This, like, my theater was practically empty. Like, the popcorn I ate was cold. They were ready to shut down at this point. They're like, they really thought nobody was going to show up. They're like, hey, our damn drink machine doesn't work. Like, what? How does that work in a movie theater? They're like, nah, actually, all the drink machines don't work. I was like, okay, that sucks. Like, yeah, we're done popping popcorn like 5 hours ago. We're ready to go
closed.
Home. Yeah, we're closed. Pretty much.
It's like the ice cream machine at McDonald's.
Yes, the ice cream
always
machine.
down.
Yeah, I'm like, they're like, yeah, our popcorn machine's overheating. I'm like, that's what popcorn does. They're like, no. Like, no, fucking go home. Like, they just said, like, retire excuses. Like, it was absolutely horrible. The problem is that I feel like this movie also didn't have a really great storyline. It was a very simplistic idea that, oh, some sisters are randomly gonna get some change of heart. Oh, no, I don't want to hurt the world. And then, oh, here comes Lucy Liu, you know, freaking just want to kill everybody. It's just like, it was so predictable. And it was annoying. The fact that Wonder Woman came at the very end, I would have liked it better for Shazam, Billy Batson, to just die. He should have just died at the end. And then just been
agree.
I agree. Like, okay.
I agree too. Yeah, at a certain point, I was like, is this movie have the balls to end it this way? And I was like, all right, Shazam! Yeah, like, wow, what an ending!
Yeah,
and then this bitch walks up, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
whoa!
She just shows up. We're not talking about Gal Gadot. We're talking about
where you
Wonder
been,
Woman.
Gal Gadot?
We're talking about Wonder Woman.
We're talking about Wonder Woman.
Who was Gal Gadot?
She shows up out of nowhere. Like, she ain't
terrible.
Like, we have never seen her go into the God realm at any point in time in any fucking movie.
Yeah. By the way, that's the Rock of Eternity. She just showed up, and they never explained how she got there.
Yeah.
No, she didn't go to the Rock of Eternity.
Isn't that the Rock of Eternity?
No, that's the one realm that's separate from the.
She was in the Greek mythology world.
It's a Greek mythology world.
Yeah, Zeus is home and all that.
Okay, even dumber.
Even dumber. Yeah, like as Wonder Woman, she never met her father. She never met Zeus. So all of a sudden, she went from Themyscira her whole life and then to the mortal world. Now all of a sudden she's hanging out with some gods talking about, yeah, I just showed up. And the fact that what pissed me off the fucking most was that they did a long shot of her walking really slow to the grave.
Of course.
And I'm assuming they thought like when they were filming it, they were like,
We're not gonna get her. Yeah.
No, they're like, yeah, this is gonna get the reaction. Everybody's gonna be, oh my God, it's Wonder Woman. I saw
And
this.
they played the guitar riff too.
Yeah, they did. I was like,
That's the one.
Nobody in the theater was like, holy shit, that's fucking.
Well, there was
Wonder
no
Woman.
one in the theater to go, holy shit.
Exactly. Nobody was in the theater to say that. Everybody was just kind of like, fuck, like, can we just go home? Like, they should have killed Billy Batson. Billy Batson should have been the innocent Shazam. Everybody would have went home happy. Like, okay, well, this movie sucked, but at least we didn't set it up to be a trilogy. You know, it wasn't like Dragon Ball Evolution is like,
oh god,
like, hey, King Piccolo. He's like, and then he does that stupid smirk like they do, like, you know. Then they like do the fade to black, and then they have a Linkin Park song playing in the background.
Yes, we've all seen Dragon Ball Evolution.
You know what I'm talking about. They zoom into the face, and the person just goes like, and they do that stupid ass smirk, and then it's like, what I did from Linkin Park. It's like the typical Michael Bay shit.
About that Michael.
What's that? Wait, hold on, stop. Did Linkin Park end that movie?
No. I'm talking about
I totally believed you that movie cut to credits to Linkin Park. I was like, wait a minute, did it? This makes so much sense.
It's a meme. It's a meme. A video meme. After something happens, they'll cut to
the Transformers.
And they'll zoom on a person's face, and then the person will be like, he's like, yeah. It's like Autobots. And then all of a sudden you'll see Optimus Prime like, Autobots, assemble. And then show his little smile, and then face in black, and then here comes Linkin Park. Like, they should have just killed off Billy Batson. That would have been so much better. This movie is such ass. Like, honestly, I want to just give this shit blurries so that I could tell you how much I felt, like how much of an ass of the movie this was. Like,
we gotta talk about Black Adam.
Black Adam. Well, yeah, let's talk about Black Adam. So let's talk about Black Adam. Fuck it. So apparently,
we also do have to talk about the stinger too, the middle stinger.
Well, you guys can talk about the stinger. I'm so done with this movie. Zachary Levi had posted a article. I believe it was from The Guardian. I wasn't sure, but they did some investigation, and come to find out, The Rock pretty much had blackballed
People's Champion.
The People's Champion had blackballed an appearance from Black Adam and Shazam. So pretty much tying those two characters together in the same universe. And people were saying like, oh, this is Zachary Levi kind of like throwing shade at The Rock, and pretty much like, hey, you know, he stopped us from, you know, showing Black Adam and getting people hyped about Black Adam showing up in the Shazam Fury of the Gods. Ultimately, I don't think that would save the movie at all. It was supposed to have been just a teaser or something on the end credits, so it wouldn't have saved the movie. The Rock was not going to show up in the whole movie until the teaser. So, and then what came out was that The Rock was trying to position himself to be the center of the DCEU. Him and Henry Cavill be the center of the DCEU, and pretty much instead of Shazam fighting Black Adam, it would have been Superman versus Black Adam, and everybody else was just like side characters. Which is, I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like a complete Dwayne The Rock Johnson move.
Isn't that the same thing he did in Fast and the Furious, while he was getting into arguments with
Vin
Diesel, who literally is the guy that is the Fast and the Furious franchise.
Yeah,
he wanted to become
like the main guy.
He did the same thing. He Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah,
interesting. Both of these movies are about family.
They are about family.
They're about family. But
yeah, that's the one thing. I mean, I like The Rock, but it does seem like he's like a giant diva when it comes to this type of things.
Well, we already said he's kind of a one-dimensional character. He's always the good guy who is, might be more morally questionable, but overall he's always the good guy. He's always playing these safe-ass characters.
Same character. We talked about it.
We talked about
going for president.
So the thing is that ultimately, I'm glad that he's not in Black Adam. I'm glad that he didn't show up in Shazam, because it would just made Shazam that much worse, I think, in my opinion.
I think it would have been better.
Well, the thing is that he's not Henry Cavill, right?
He's not. No.
Henry Cavill, when he showed up at Black Adam, that made Black Adam that much better, much more better for me. I was like, holy shit, let's fucking go. So I was like, well, he's not.
I'm just saying, as in like Black Adam. The Rock, I think, played a good Black Adam.
I agree.
Zachary
decent,
Levi,
yeah.
I think is a terrible Shazam.
Yeah, The Rock
That's
is a
why I'm
better
saying
The Rock is a better fit for Black
Black
Adam than
Adam.
Zachary. I think I mentioned this in a at one point where I wanted John Cena should have been Shazam. Like I mean, I've like there's a if you look at the old drawings of
Maybe.
Shazam, he's got this like square
He
jaw,
has a
like
very square
bulk.
jaw.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He's
and
supposed to
John
be like,
Cena, yeah, he's
yeah,
supposed to be like almost Superman parody. Like I've always seen John
yeah,
Cena as that perfect
bulky.
type of yeah,
Yeah,
bulky with like that square
yeah.
jaw, slick hair. I could see him doing it.
That's the one trait of Shazam is he does have like a very strong jaw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In any comic book you
Yeah.
read, he has a
Yeah.
very, very strong jaw.
Well, the thing is
So
that if they would have done him, see, if they would have done a Billy Batson like in the future where like Shazam, because you know Billy Batson in the future they always show him still as a kid, like he never gets to the point where he's actually like built like his actual superhero counterpart. So the fact that like they would have did like a Zachary Levi where it was more mature, mature Shazam where he's not joking as much. Like he makes jokes every once in a while, but he's more mature and more bad and hard. Like he's done seen some shit at that point. Then I've been like, yo, that would have been very dope. But yeah, it doesn't work for him. And yes, I agree. The
No,
Rock
I think
plays.
it's fine having a lighthearted Shazam. Not
No, no,
everyone
no.
has to be dark.
No, what I'm saying is, fuck off. I know what you're trying to do. Yes, I like it dark, but what I'm saying is that no, I think John Cena would have been good, would have been better for the more comedy version of Shazam, like the Shazam that we have.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He
yeah.
would have been better for that. I think Zachary Levi would have been good for older Shazam. Like if they would have aged him like at Flashpoint or something like that, where he's kind of like more battle hardened, tells a few jokes here and there, but still a little bit more serious because he, like I said, he's seen some shit. And then you can still have the Billy Batson character because Billy Batson, from what I've understood, he doesn't get older. Like he still stays a kid in all these versions of Shazam. He's still a kid, and then he becomes a champion. He becomes an adult, but he's a kid that's been battle hardened. So that's what I'm saying. Like there could have been things that have been done. I just think that with the Rock, his version of Black Adam, I did like it. I just wish it was a more of a darker version, truer to the comics.
It has to be a darker version if he honestly wanted to embody Black Adam.
See our Black Adam review for our, like, I mean, we
went into detail.
We went through all this. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But going back to Shazam, so I mean, going back to the Black Adam elephant in the room, we're talking about, not only was it that The Rock didn't want to be in this movie, he apparently had the juice to restrict Justice Society cameos into this. And that only plays a part into the, like we were talking about, the mid-credits stinger for this movie, where Shazam is recruited into the Justice Society. You could tell this was meant to be like Hawkman or Dr. Fate. Somebody from that movie was supposed to show up.
One of the Justice Society,
was supposed to recruit him into the Justice Society, and he is on the Justice Society in the comic book. But it ended up being the two characters from Peacemaker, the human characters, who, you know what? I still find them funny.
They're funny.
But
I like them. But it would have made more
so
sense
weird.
being a Justice Society member.
Absolutely agree with you. And it just seemed weird. It just seemed like, why are we? I'm in the movie theater watching this. Like,
I thought they were
massive...
going to recruit him to a Suicide Squad or something. Like, what?
That's what I thought.
Like, show me like Amanda Waller. Show me like somebody else. It just seemed such a weird. I don't want to, diminish the role of those characters. I think I'd rather watch. Well, I'd rather watch Peacemaker than half this stuff. But I'm just saying that it's a different scale. You know what I mean? Like these guys, these guys literally makes no sense. They walked up to Shazam and recruited him into Justice Society.
How did they even know where he was?
Well, it's Amanda Waller. I mean,
Amanda Waller knows everything.
She knows everything.
So Shazam is just out there, shooting.
That was stupid. Like, why the fuck is he randomly in some trailer or whatever?
Podunk gas station in the middle of nowhere.
It's just so random.
That was really random. The fact that so the two characters were Harcourt and Economos from the Peacemaker series, Suicide Squad, and so forth. So yeah, them coming up to recruit them does make sense in the fact that they are people who work under Amanda Waller, Justice Society. I don't know. Amanda Waller doesn't control the Justice Society.
No, but in the Black Adam movie, they made it seem like she has influence over
overall,
like
all of them.
dispatching the Justice Society.
Right. Well, more
Yeah,
Justice
yeah.
League too. I think that's what the whole.
Yeah, and
Superman
apparently
thing.
the Justice League Superman does her bidding for
Yeah,
some reason.
Yeah,
So-
which makes no sense. Yeah.
Makes
yes,
it, yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. But I mean, it is what it is. It's just
Mhm.
you could tell. Yeah, it was a end credit scene that was done almost like they didn't have any other choice. Like they weren't.
I
Gonna,
mean, at this point, should James Gunn also scrap The Rock? Because if
He did.
he's gonna put these kind of restrictions on movies, then how is he supposed to realize his vision of the new DC universe?
I think he
Well,
is.
I mean,
Like he did.
if I
He
was
is scrapping The Rock.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
I think
The
he
Rock is
Oh,
scrapped.
yeah,
oh yeah,
that's
that's
a
great
totally
movie.
scrapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if he
Yeah.
was or wasn't. So that's a great move.
What's odd about this is again the mystery that is the DCU and Warner Brothers. Why they do anything? Why'd they even add this scene when you know it's not going anywhere?
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like kind
What
of like
was the point of this?
They
Because
should've
Zachary
scrapped-
Levi's Shazam doesn't. It's not going to fit into the new DCU. Why even put the stinger? I get the Mr. Mind stinger. That's like a funny thing for me and Green Tuner to laugh at. You know, we're the only people
Yeah.
who would like find joy in that. Why do this one to build up what? And
Well,
is true.
even to build it up, but build it up like not even build it up properly. Use like side characters when you know it's supposed to be like fucking Hawkman. Like, what was the point of shooting this? What was the point of even putting in the movie?
Well, you know what? I
Yeah.
think possibly what could happen is that during Peacemaker, because Peacemaker, we saw the Justice League, right? So maybe we might see the Justice Society show up in Peacemaker 2. So that's what I'm
mean, it's
going
possible, but then you're gonna. Do you think Zachary Levi's
Shazam
role
is not gonna be
is
there.
safe? Do you
No,
think
it's not
Zachary
safe.
Levi is
No.
safe?
to. No,
No.
but they said apparently that James Gunn was exploring that it could possibly be safe in the outer world, other world, whatever.
Other worlds.
Elseworlds.
Elseworlds. Yeah,
Elseworlds.
Elseworlds.
Now, I think that would only be a possibility if this movie made bank.
Money, yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously
no,
it
no,
didn't,
yeah, it's
so-
not gonna happen.
Man, how much are you sweating if you're Jason Momoa right now? How much are you sweating?
Well, there's nothing
Oh,
to sweat
I'm
at this point.
Clean slate. We already called it last time.
No,
It's gonna
I'm
be
telling
a
you.
clean slate.
Yeah,
I disagree.
Can't sweat in water.
If Jason Momoa, if that movie makes bank, if it makes more than Aquaman 1 did, he's fine. He's gonna be A-okay. But if that movie does what we all think it's gonna do, and
Yeah.
it goes where Shazam went, then everything's going according to plan.
I disagree.
So
with
how-
you. I think. It's
So
gonna
how
be
many
a
more?
clean
So they
slate.
had to have Aquaman 2, Blue Beetle,
Yeah.
and then what else that are basically like the leftovers
Isn't
from
that
the
it?
previous DC universe? That's
Yeah,
it. Just
that's
those
it.
two.
That's
Oh, Flash, the Flash.
Flash, yeah,
Oh, and the
Yeah,
Flash.
Flash, yeah.
yeah. That's it.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it. I mean, they've already like. I mean, this is a spoiler alert. So, Ed Underground, if you don't want to listen, you better cover up your
At
sensitive.
Underground
For
cover up
what?
your
For what?
ears.
For what?
Just
He had his
Go for
chance.
it.
Destroy him. He had
Okay,
a
I'll just
chance.
go. Okay,
For
so
what? For what movie?
Ben
Nope,
Affleck,
don't say it.
Flashpoint, or the Flash. So Ben Affleck has already said
He
that.
likes that movie. He likes his role in that movie.
Yeah,
It's
he's
his
only in the
best
movie for
Batman.
5 minutes. He's like, as Batman, he's only in the movie for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's already said like, hey, they pretty much have done nothing with me at this point, and pretty much that's the clean.
Yeah.
Oh, Ed, eat that. Oh yeah.
Damn,
Ed,
man.
how are you using no hands with that?
God damn, look at that
Damn.
tongue.
Damn, you got some really serious tongue action, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we see it. Somehow
Yeah, I know.
you poked a hole into that pastry that you had. I don't think the hole
With your
was supposed to
tongue,
be
yeah.
there. No, I don't think the hole was supposed to be there. So
And have you ever seen someone eat a donut before?
I think
Yes.
I don't think he's
I
ever
have.
had
Okay.
it.
I don't think you have, but okay.
So this isn't. It's called something else. It's like an Asian style
okay,
pastry.
So
thing.
for our viewers, Ed is eating a pastry.
listeners,
Yeah, viewers,
In a
listeners. Yeah, he's having a
Very
sensual,
seductive way. Sensual
Yeah.
way.
like he could have picked it up with his hands, but for some reason he decided to bring the container up to
Oh,
his
no.
face and use his tongue
There's-
to lift it up.
there's I would get my
Glaze.
hands.
Glaze.
Sticky glaze. There's a sticky
Yeah.
glaze to it. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you can always lick it off later.
Skeet.
But yeah, no, I mean, I think this is typical Rock. He fucked up. It wouldn't have been enough to save Shazam, but like, why is he all of a sudden being so uptight about his vision.
Why is he calling the shot? You know,
should be
and
calling-
why did they let
I
him
don't.
call
I don't.
the
I don't.
shots?
He has
it's post
what is it called? What is it called? Not that. You can see him.
Oh,
You
you
can't
can.
see him.
Mm.
He's got not a vision. What is the
Give him
word?
time. Let him cook.
Okay,
Let him cook.
we got.
You know what?
cook.
If you know the
Let
word,
him
say the
cook.
word.
Yeah, we're
Let
letting you cook.
Come on, let him. Come on, Ed. You're close.
He's got a face to. I don't know.
Face
I don't know.
to,
What's the
face.
word?
Don't
What's
give
the word?
up.
What's the word?
I don't know, Ed. We're trying to figure
I
out.
literally don't know where you're getting.
A
Banana.
marketable. He has a marketable face.
Mask,
No.
2 words. 2 words.
eyes, nose.
It's a
It's like, are we playing Hangman here?
Representation.
Represent what?
No.
What?
he has a
Representation?
representation.
He has a
So once more,
reputation.
people of color.
Reputation.
Keep. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's trying to say face.
Oh, reputation. Okay.
Reputation.
Wow, that
keep.
took 5 minutes to get to that. Wow.
Oh wow. Yeah, that was struggle. Okay, so
That
he has
was
a
rough.
So you saying The Rock has a reputation for what?
I think that's the correct word.
I don't know what you're trying to say. Finish
So-
your
I
thought.
really don't
So
know. Yeah.
my thought, he was thinking about running for president at some point.
Okay.
So mostly, if you're running for president or thinking about it, you have to have a good, clean, background. Like you got to be like you got to look good in everything you do.
Sure.
The previous president
Yeah,
would completely
Kyle,
deny what you
yeah.
just said.
In this
Yeah.
case,
Yeah, there was a insurrection that happened recently. That
well,
in
the bar
in this
the bar's
case-
low. The
Yeah.
bar's low.
in this case, he probably would have had a. He is saying The Rock wants to maintain a certain. Yes, that is it. A
Thank you,
certain image.
Bandito. Thank you,
Bandito,
Bandito.
yeah.
Oh my!
You know,
That is
Bandito
it.
Mac's
Ed,
probably
you
not even
should just
listening.
Wow.
let Bandito Mac
Wow.
write whatever you have to say.
Yeah,
because
Bandito
he
Mac, just
cannot
like I
process
want
that.
you to work at Underground like a puppet. Just like
Stick your
You-
stick
you-
your hand
you
in.
yeah, you type and then Ed Underground will just be like, I'll draw like the 2
Mhm.
lines. And
You want to know how I got these stars?
Yeah.
there you go. There you go.
But he has an image to keep. So, like, I think
Yeah,
he
but
would
what
have
does
a
that
better.
have to do with what you're talking about? Like, I mean, I think
Well, one, he's an actor.
he's an actor.
A lot of things. I mean,
Look,
he
I
has to
think
have a-
think that he's the Rock he's pissed. The Rock is pissed. Let's
he's pissed.
let's all
but-
agree that
But think about it
he's
like this
pissed
too.
off. I think if he had the ability, if they came to him and like, hey, Rock, I know Black Adam didn't work out for you, but you want to help out Shazam? You can, just for the good times, Rock was like, no, and don't even bother using the Justice Society people. Bam,
I
close
think
the
about
door
it
on
like
him.
this too. If Kanye, Trump, Biden, anyone
I'm
else,
ready for this.
Hold on. If they were running for president and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden The Rock jumped in,
Mhm.
I think he would have a good position to actually win because he does have the image.
I think not
He-
anymore. I think
I just
No.
don't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I don't know where he's getting to.
Where are
what
we
you trying-
going with this?
Yeah, where are we going with this? I have no idea what you're going with this.
And are you announcing a run for president right now? Are you announcing it?
I think
I
he's.
cannot deny nor confirm.
Yeah, I think he's trying to do that.
All
Are you-
right.
okay, Ed, so
got
let me
a
see. Let me
chance.
see how I can paraphrase what you're trying to say. Are you trying to say that The Rock is trying to save his image, or he's trying to? He has a certain image.
Save
or-
face.
Save face. So
Oh.
what he's trying to do is that he's trying to, I guess, and I'm trying to really piece
Wow.
this
Yeah,
together.
I'm trying to do it. I'm
Yeah.
trying to stay one step ahead of you, Creepcast, and I can't.
So are you saying that because of the fact that he was such a big face for Warner Brother, that ultimately he wants to keep his vision alive and his dreams for the DCEU? Is that what you're trying
Not
to say?
vision or dreams, but more so.
Ed, be quiet. We're asking Bandito Mac here, please. Bandito Mac, answer
Bandito
for
Mac,
Ed.
could you please
Yeah,
reply?
we need to interpret
Yeah, we
this.
need to
He wants
Rambling.
to
Just
keep
that-
himself at a good position for any new opportunity that comes up, whether it be presidency, movie.
But
Whatever.
okay? But what does that have to
Bring the
do?
presidency up. I don't
Why
understand.
would a short cameo ruin his career?
What does that have to do
I'm
with
sure
the
it's ruined a few
DCEU?
people's
Of an
careers.
already failed character.
But
Wait,
no,
you
I'm,
think
I'm,
so?
I'm
Okay.
So you're
confused.
telling me that if he appeared in Shazam, that would completely tank his chances of becoming president?
President of the United States.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Well,
Yeah.
was the movie good?
That's
What are you
doesn't matter.
talking about, man?
Oh.
What does the what?
Okay, it's obviously
Man,
tired.
Ed
There must
just
be
got
something.
lost in the weeds.
Yeah, there must be
I
something
have
going
10
on.
minutes of my life I want back right now. I don't understand what we're talking about.
It's
Well, I'm
that
gonna
Chinese.
take another 10 more.
Obviously, there was like a tab or
Oh my
LSD or something
God.
like that. Yeah,
Well,
Are you
drop of
watching Killer
acid.
Instinct on the side right now? Is that what you're
no,
doing?
I'm watching you right now. So,
Stupid.
You
Okay.
may-
anyways, I do have a question though. So,
Oh
if
god.
hold on. If Black Adam, knowing how old he is, if he said Shazam and turned back into his human form, he would die, right? Because he is who knows how old he is. Thousands of years.
He won't die.
I
Would
think he
die?
just revert to his
He's just
regular form.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
regular form.
Well, there have
Does-
been
Doesn't
there
that
have been-
happen in the movie? Doesn't he become like his regular form?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
tries.
when
Yeah.
they put him
Yeah.
underneath in the prison and he didn't
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, he didn't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just thinking that because in some animated shows or movies, Shazam, no, well not Shazam, Black Adam, he
Mhm.
says Shazam and he reverts back to his human form, but then he quickly ages and then dies.
But what would you ask that if you saw it not happen in the
Well, I was just
Black
wondering
Adam
if
movie?
this is if that canon part is in this movie at all. I was just wondering.
Wait,
Why?
what does this have to do with anything?
Well, I was thinking this because the girl Anne or Annie, whatever her name is, when she became a human, she didn't age at all. She stayed looking like she was
But she was a god.
whatever. Yeah,
Hmm.
but just a thought.
Okay, thank you for that.
It was a
What did
question
it-
also.
I'm
Ed,
so
Ed,
confused.
Ed,
All right,
Ed,
we're
Oh
moving.
my!
we're
Can
gonna
we
wrap
please
up the
not let him
stream.
talk anymore?
Yeah, can you go
Yeah.
ahead and mute your stream, mute your mic, Ed, and then we're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Never.
Oh my God, we
Never.
just went in like 5 different directions that
I
led
don't.
nowhere.
I still don't know what Ed was trying to say about the whole The Rock trying to save
Presidency
his
thing.
trying to save his
He's-
carear.
Well,
he started
I have
with
a-
the Rock
I have
and ended
another-
up with the
another
girl not
question.
aging.
Please,
No,
Ed, please,
no more
If
questions.
We're done.
All right, let's give it blurries. Because
yeah, because this is
I think
Yeah.
we've been going a little long.
I'll block this guy.
yeah, we got it. Ed, don't worry.
Oh damn, I do want a tax-free
We
taxes.
want bots. Yeah, I do want.
All right. All
I
right, so
I
blurries.
want to offer a promotion
Ed.
of your
Let's start with you.
You want to start with me?
Blurries.
Why me first?
I want to switch it up, buddy.
Oh, all right. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
I would give this a 3.
3.
Blurries.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'll give it 8.5. I really
Yeah.
liked it. I was
Yeah.
pleasantly surprised.
There's
Darkseid?
no
Wow.
fucking way you give this an 8.5 when you
Wow.
compare other movies that you've liked and you gave it less than that, and those movies are infinitely better than this movie. I refuse to believe that. You're obviously trolling.
Well, no, 8.5.
Mm.
Dark side.
7.5 for me.
I'm
Alright,
not gonna give it a
7.5.
blurry, no, because we're obviously on some stupid
1
shit. No,
or something.
no,
What?
No, you got-
Dude, I enjoyed the movie.
you
What
didn't
can I
you
say?
didn't
I
like
had
it
a
to an
fun time.
8. You did not like it at
What if he
8.
did? This is.
I'm not
like
talking-
I
no.
put it in the chat too. I saw this movie for Green Tuner. I put it in the
Yeah.
chat because I knew this is his movie. I knew he would like it.
Yeah.
I knew I was watching it. I was like, oh, he probably loves this movie. I
Yeah,
know this
I
guy.
do.
This is
Yeah.
his movie. Now, I would say, like, I don't remember how many blurs I gave Ant-Man, but I feel like I gave it a 7. I'm trying to hold myself more accountable in the year 2023 when it comes to the blurs. I was
Please.
fast and loose in 2022. I don't even know what I gave reviews to things. I'm pretty sure Thor: Love and Thunder was like an 8 blurs.
Ooh, I'm
And
still fast and
I'm
loose,
a-
baby.
I'm-
Thor,
Fast and
love,
loose.
and trash.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm this year. It's going to be accountability for me. 7.5 seems to represent where I'm at, and I think I gave Ant-Man a 7.
Look,
I think.
no accountability for me.
So
I
what do you
mean,
give
less,
it?
I don't
Rating
know.
it.
You're obviously you have no
Alright.
accountability. Like
Yep.
you're
I'm
just
I'm
just
very
guessing numbers.
content. I'm very
No,
content.
8.5. That's it.
7.5 for me.
Yeah.
So, 7. Oh, okay.
7.5.
That's what I'm saying. They're obviously trolling. There's no way possible.
What? We just explained why we.
You know,
enjoyed
I
this
will tell you
movie.
this. I probably gave it three blurs alone for the ransom note.
That was pretty fun.
3
Oh,
blurries
so we're
alone.
saying,
Yeah.
so we're
The
gonna
rest
give
of
a whole ass blurries for literally a scene in a 2 hour plus movie.
Some
I just
some
said,
movies are
look,
that good.
I sat down. I had a great time watching this. I said I've been saying this nonstop this whole time.
I came in and I did like
Yeah.
a complete turnaround when not a complete turnaround, but like my expectations were like I was pissed that I'm gonna like waste 2 hours. Like I was
I
angry.
was.
I had stuff I wanted to do, and I was like, I don't want to watch this movie.
I had
And
something
then-
more to do.
Sure, but halfway through the movie, I was like, this is okay. This is okay.
Okay.
This could have been way worse than what it is.
It could have been way worse.
It's better than Ant-Man. It's better than
Yes.
Ant-Man. I'll tell you that right
It is
now.
better than
Because
that.
you know why it's
better
better
than
than Ant-Man?
fucking
You
Ant-Man.
hold Marvel to a higher standard. You're so
Yes.
jaded by how shit DCEU has been that you're
Yes.
just like, hey,
That is true.
let's give something an
Yeah.
8 just because
Sure.
Yeah.
like
Sure.
we're tired
Look,
of giving low scores.
And
Sure.
yeah, and ever since I've been giving
I had a
blurs,
good
I've
time.
always said that I'm basing it on how much I enjoyed the movie. That's
There's
how
no
I
way you
base my
enjoy
blurs.
this movie that much unless you were under the influence. I would
Nope.
not. I choose.
Completely sober.
I don't
Completely
believe
sober.
you. There's nothing sober
Complete-
about
Look,
you.
completely
I
sober.
also believe 8.5 is a high, but you know what? I believe you liked it.
Yeah, it's pretty high for this movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's
I
is.
believe
very
you
high.
liked it.
Well,
I
that's
believe
my
you
Okay,
score.
fine.
You know what? It's respectable 8.5. He didn't say like 9 or 10.
It's
He didn't-
disrespect.
Yeah, I didn't go
Trolling.
10. 10 would have been
Yeah.
a troll.
10 is a troll. 9
No,
would have been a
above
troll.
5 is
anything above I would say at minimum
5.
a
7.5.
6. Anything
A 6.
above.
So
a
you
6
think
is a
Dark
troll.
Side is trolling?
Yeah,
No.
well, yeah. Look,
Okay, hey, Shazam 1, 6 blurries, no doubt. Shazam 2, it was better. I'll give it the credit where credit's due.
Wow.
Shazam.
Shazam
Okay.
1,
Do we
6
ever?
blurries, sure.
Do we ever? I mean, Shazam 2 came
No,
out
we
before
never did. We didn't.
Okay,
yeah,
let's do that real quick. Because I want to see that where you
I
guys
haven't
are.
seen
Yeah.
it since the theater. I don't
Okay,
know.
just
I
remember.
haven't seen it in a while either.
I just
yeah.
watched it.
Okay,
on Friday.
I'm gonna go five blurries on Shazam. I haven't seen it since the theater.
Probably 6 blurries for the first Shazam.
Yeah, I hate Zachary Levi.
From memory. I
Oh, so
haven't
you're going
watched
from
it in
memory.
a
I
while.
mean,
Yeah.
it's still not as low as it should be. Okay.
Ed, go ahead and shut off your stream too. But,
Yeah. Okay. So
you
I'm
know,
gonna go
Yeah.
ahead. My blurries for Shazam 1,
Mhm.
I would give it a 3. Shazam
Mm.
2, slightly better. I would give it a 3.5, maybe a
Okay.
4.
Maybe a 4.
Maybe a
That's
4.
an
Which is
improvement.
fine.
That's a steady.
No, shut the fuck up,
incline.
Green Tuner. You don't get to talk for the rest of the
I'm
day.
just saying,
You're
it's
trolling.
fine. Look,
You're obviously-
No,
with
I'm
the
not
8,
trolling.
With the 8, there's no way you thought this movie was an
yes.
8.
No, I really enjoyed this movie.
This is on the
I
same
had a great
level
time.
as Winter Soldier. Right? This is the same level as
Green Tuner.
Yeah.
Give it a 9. Give it a 9. Just give it a 9.
yeah, just fuck it. Just
You know
fuck it. Yeah, just go ahead.
9.
Yeah, just go ahead.
It's done. 9.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah, wait.
9.
Fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what? At this point, the Blur podcast, this will be our final episode.
Oh,
Because obviously, we cannot give actual justified scores. We're just picking shit out of our asses,
What?
apparently.
No. I've always said it. I've said it since the very beginning. I base my blurs on enjoyment. All right?
Yeah.
He does. He
Yes,
does. He's
And
I
a
know.
half.
And you
Man.
probably would
I
have
had a great
enjoyed
time.
a reach
I
around
really-
from the
wait,
DVD
wait.
man.
Wait.
Better
Green
than
Tuner.
this.
Green Tuner. Wink 3 times if you need help right now.
Well, I'm gonna blink. Is that what you're saying? Blinking
Blink.
or
Yeah,
winking?
blink. Wink 3 times.
Ed,
if you need help right
can you
now.
blink 3 times if you need like a doctor?
I'm good.
What the fuck?
You usually can't. If you're having a stroke, you
It
usually
still
can't
has
blink.
that stroke
Yeah.
going on
God
from
damn it.
the previous.
He's winking and
stream.
blinking over there.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Wink and blink. His mouth. He's over
Oh
here
my
licking
god! And
donuts.
talking about, he brought us to
Oh, what?
some weird places with that conversation
Yeah.
about The Rock and people not aging. And God knows
I
what.
may bring us to
Just for
weird
no reason.
places. I may bring us to weird places.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, that was
But-
like the weirdest question. Like, okay, guys, I seen the movie, I seen The Rock actually not age, but does he age though? Somehow, even though they're in the same universe, is it different between Black Adam and Shazam? For some reason, even though they're in the same universe, that's crazy. Like, I don't know what was in that damn donut, but
He's special today. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
special today.
Yeah, he's very special.
He
at
thought
that.
that they put in confetti, like confetti sugar on his donut. It was just pure crack cocaine.
There it is.
It is.
But anyways, yeah, I
Alright,
would give
interesting.
Shazam is a solid 4. Maybe if I didn't see it in theater and I like theaters and I was already pissed off from paying money to see this movie, maybe if I
Yeah.
was watching it with like some kids, maybe I would have got a little bit more enjoyment out of it. But yeah, this movie
is meant for kids.
is meant for
It's
kids.
definitely meant for kids and families.
Yeah, if it was
This is the
So,
target audience.
when I
Absolutely.
when I saw it, there was a family in there. Crickets.
I understand. I'm not saying that the movie is gonna be great at what it does, but that's its target audience.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, I mean, the people speak with their wallets. This movie was not well received.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
I'm not debating you on that. Yeah, like ticket wise and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have nothing to
It's completely failed.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have nothing to stand on. So
Yeah.
your opinion is
No.
you're
I
dead
have
to me.
my own.
Yeah, I know you got your own.
Right, my own experience to stand on.
I
In my
gave
own
it-
Wait, holy
experience tells me
shit!
8.5.
Wait! I just have brain. I just literally had a stroke just now. Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Rotten Tomatoes. Did you guys see the Rotten Tomato score?
No, did
I-
not.
80. It got 87 in
I
the
don't follow on
audience.
tomatoes.
Oh, 87, almost 8.5. Look at that.
What in the
Look at
world?
Well,
Who's foolish now? Creamcast. Who's foolish now?
Is that where the money's going to?
apparently, I'm the foolish one.
Yeah.
The tomato meter was 52%.
Critics don't know shit. We all
Oh,
know this.
well, yeah. Apparently, they
52
don't.
is halfway.
That's why I gave it a
Definitely.
4. I think I gave it 3.5,
Yeah.
right? So 3.5,
Yeah.
4, sure. Man, I am actually surprised. 87% people actually really. I guess people really love this
Wait,
movie.
can you pull up the tomato on the first one?
You pull up the
Uh,
bots. That is
No,
writing these
Ed,
reviews.
Ed, you can't talk about anything about bots because you're the same person that believes that any time a show that you don't like gets a low score, you're like, man, those are just real true patriots.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear shit from you.
Wait,
talking about
what?
bots. Don't worry
A
about
show
it.
that I don't like?
Shows that you don't like, you'll be like, if it has a low score, we'll say it's bots, but then you'll be like, no, that's just true-blooded Americans. They don't want to see none of that.
Those words have never come out of my mouth.
Okay, but Dark Side, am I lying?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's all factual information.
It's all factual. The
Conspiracy.
first Shazam, 90% tomato meter, audience
90%?
tomato meter, audience score 82%.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay. There's
Am
very
that's,
am I
that's-
missing something?
The bots are going live. The bots are crazy.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Is you guys are too jaded.
Mm,
You can't enjoy the simple things in life.
maybe.
That's what it is.
I enjoy the simple things, but not the stupid things.
No, look,
Well-
you don't have your mental capabilities with
yeah.
you, so I can't
Yeah,
really talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not all your facilities are not there.
Yeah,
we're
legally, we can't even. I mean, it's not even ethical for us to be.
Yeah,
taking on
legally,
this
if we
podcast.
start like arguing with you again,
Is your
it would be
grandmother present?
some kind of
giving
abuse.
consent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Yeah, this is actually we might actually get in trouble. Based on the conversation, if the Twitch AI bots are listening to this, they're like, okay, average age of this podcast, you have Green Tuner 30 something, Dark Side 30 something, Creamcast 30 something, and Underground
30 something?
about 8 maybe.
Eight, yeah.
False.
8 on a good day. You know, you got to be
False.
like 12 to be on this platform. So, I mean, you're bringing down the percentages, man. I don't know what the hell's going on with you tonight.
False.
But-
Conspiracy.
Anyways, yeah, this maybe I'm missing something. I thought Shazam 1 was horrible. I watched it with my wife recently for the first time. She's never seen it, and she was like, "This movie is stupid, is horribly bad." And I was like, "Yeah, I thought so too. I thought this was a horrible movie." But the
Whoa.
people have spoken. People like it. So
Yeah.
hey, you know, maybe Green Tune, maybe you're all right. Maybe I am jaded. Maybe I'm just that old guy now who only like if it's not Marvel, it ain't right.
Mm.
But yeah,
Mm.
Shazam is. Oh wow, you guys. All right, I want to fit in, guys. I'm changing my score.
Wow.
It's official. I'm changing it to 8.
Pure pressure.
I'm changing it to 8.5.
Pure pressure.
Woo!
Yeah. Man,
Pure
Very
pressure.
good.
That's
Good.
right.
Yeah.
Claps
Sorry.
in
Well,
chat. Claps in chat.
Like I always say, and what I stand by,
Welcome
I
to
like
the
it,
Borg.
if I like it, I like it, regardless if people don't. If people like it and I don't like it, that's my opinion. I stick to it.
Mm.
Boom.
I mean, and you still go to a DVD man behind a dumpster, so your
No, I didn't say I go to
opinion
DVD
is
man.
kind of
I didn't say I go to DVD
kind of
man.
skewed.
I never say I go to
I don't
DVD,
trust your
man.
judgment too much.
Yeah.
So you meet shady
How
guys in
many
dark playgrounds. I don't really
Mhm.
trust your judgment too well, sir.
How
didn't say I
many
go to DVD.
barred windows are in your neighbor's house?
Oh,
Just trying to get
none.
like a good idea of where.
You know what? Ed, you know where Ed
None.
lives? Ed lives in the dark future from Back to the Future 2, the one where they had to like go
With
back
the-
to fix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fix
yeah,
it.
yeah.
The dark future?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
yeah, where
That's
Biff becomes like the
The
biggest
casino
Yeah.
guy.
rich
and
guy
all
in the
that?
world or
Yeah.
whatever.
that.
Yeah.
That's where I imagine Ed lives. He goes. That's where he lives.
Oh, man.
False.
All right, you guys. All right, we've
All
talked about
right,
enough of this stupid ass movie.
Yes.
All right.
I'm glad that we watched it. I'm glad that it's over. Hopefully,
Yes.
James Gunn, please nuke this movie out of existence. I do not.
Oh, it's been new.
It,
Everything is going to be new,
I hope
except
so.
maybe Aquaman. Is what we
you
think.
guys are
right?
very hopeful on Aquaman. I think it's just a
I'm
matter
not.
of time.
I'm not.
I said that he's gonna clean slate everything.
I'm
That's
not.
my thought.
I'm not. I'm just saying if it makes money talks, then it'll be there.
All right, we'll see. We'll see what
That's
happens.
it. I don't have high hopes. I'm just saying, expect that to happen. Because here's the thing, Warner Brothers has. We don't know what's happening with Wonder Woman. There's no clear communication here because nobody knows what to do with some of these characters. So, she's still kind of popular.
I enjoyed Aquaman 1. I am mid with Aquaman 2. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. I have no high or
I
low
don't know either. I
expectations.
really like Aquaman 1.
Aquaman 1 is actually, I've seen that.
yeah,
Aquaman 1
eye
is good.
candy.
That's a fun movie.
I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, I
Was
thought
it James Swan, right?
James Wong, yeah.
Or Wan?
Wan.
James
James
Wan.
Wan.
James
Wan?
Wan.
Yeah, James Wan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a fun
God,
movie.
Man, that guy can really jump from different style of movies, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
horror to action really well. So
no, it's a good movie. It's a very fun movie. I'm just looking forward to. I have no expectations. Flash. I'm not gonna lie. I have no expectations for that either. I don't want to be
Neither.
excited for that.
Did you guys hear about the Flash?
No.
So Tom Cruise watched the Flash movie.
Oh yeah,
He
and
got an early screener.
Did he say he
and
loved it?
He loved it so much he called the director and congratulated him and said, "You saved cinema again."
what?
Wow.
that deep. I know he caught the director.
No, what he did.
I don't know
he's
about
trying,
that part though.
He's trying to recruit him into Scientology. That's all it is. He's a
Oh.
huge Scientology player.
He's trying to be
that
Superman.
could've
Let's be
happened.
honest.
Yeah,
probably.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But
He's
no,
trying to be cast
but
as
for real,
Superman.
Tom Cruise did love the movie, so people are talking about
Oh wow.
that.
Yeah, that's
Well,
awesome.
there needs to be a new Superman role. So
Cruise?
No, he's too old. They're doing.
He's
young
He's
too
Superman.
too old.
short. He's too short is the answer there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
CGI.
He's like
Yes.
4 foot
True.
tall.
CG.
And I
That's
love the
fine.
man.
There's ways to get around that with camera angles.
Yeah, look
Exactly.
at Gangs in New York.
Mm.
What's his name was super tiny, and they put him
Yeah.
on like 6-10 inch platforms. So
Mm-hmm.
True.
all right, Ed,
All right, Ed.
please take us
Take
out.
us out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 80 of the Blurred Podcast. As always, you can find us on all major platforms and watch us live and talk with us live here on twitch.tv/the Blurred Podcast. And I'm assuming looking forward to John Wick 4 next week.
Gotta look forward, baby.
Yes.
Look for it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'm all in.
Return to the Continental.
absolutely. See
Baby.
the high,
Rest in
see the
peace,
high table.
Lance.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Lance.
Rest in peace for sure. All right, y'all. We out.
right.
Blur you later.
Blur you later.
See you later.